Center.
You can smile.
I love to smile.
I was so pleased that I could get all of my dentistry work done in just one visit.
You can smile.
Painless. That's how I would describe it.
Here at the Center for Dentistry, it has been a wonderful experience. With the comprehensive nature of this office, this one office, I can bring my family here and we can have it all done at one place.
You can smile.
Center for Dentistry, 1391 Silver Bluff Road, Aiken.
From our Looney Tunes Savings Club that teaches young people their first lessons about managing money to free financial counseling services for adults, Security Federal Bank grows with our customers and has a service to meet every need. Established right here in Aiken County in 1922, we continue to be your hometown bank. We always work to meet the changing needs of our customers. That's why we've become a company that can meet every need for financial services. From online banking, bill pay, mortgage products, trusts, and a full line of insurance products. If we were you, we'd bank with us.
Were you hurt on the job? Are you trying to keep your work comp payments? Do you feel like no one is listening? Your employer, the company doctor, the insurance company? Well, we're listening. Our workers' compensation team has helped hundreds of injured South Carolinians. Call us now and let us listen to you. For a free consultation, call 803-644-5335 or visit thechandlerlawfirm.com.
You can count on Chandler.
What a crowd we have on hand tonight. And last, before kickoff, here comes the game ball. Set to be brought in from the sky by parachute. The crowd has spotted him as he comes in for a landing. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
From orthopedics to neurology, imaging to pain management, or even if a good idea just turns into an accident, CMI can help you play again. Learn more at cmi.md.
Welcome back. Homecoming here at Strom Thurmond tonight. Don't forget to pick up a copy of the Aiken Standard Saturday morning to check on all the area teams. Results from Friday night will be in that paper. Then on Sunday, game balls will be presented to the area's top players. And on Monday, the Aiken Standard Power Rankings are released. On Tuesday, the Wave Aiken Standard Player of the Week is announced. And congratulations to last week's Wave Aiken Standard Player of the Week, Daniel Carr, the outstanding quarterback at Midland Valley High School. And Daniel had another great week.
He did. He passed for over 200 yards and a touchdown. A lot of that was in the first half when they were going against, I believe it was skip my mind right now. Brooklyn Casey.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Casey, and Brooklyn Casey loaded up to take away the passing game. So he
After
ran.
You inspired Brooklyn Casey.
I know.
Yeah.
56 to nothing.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, a win is a win.
A win is a win.
But and we can thank Daniel Carr for that because he had over 100 yards rushing, a lot of that in the second half.
Yep.
And just was tremendous in a very important region win for the Mustangs.
So congratulations to Daniel and the Mustangs for the big win last week. Also congratulations to last week's Center for Dentistry MVP for the Gold's Gym Game of the Week. Irmo's Anthony Jones, the quarterback, was outstanding in leading the Yellow Jackets to a big win over the Thoroughbreds of South Aiken. Stay tuned at the end of tonight's game where we'll name tonight's Center for Dentistry MVP. All right, well, let's take a look at some of the other games going on in the area. And speaking of Midland Valley, Airport is at Midland Valley.
Another huge one for Midland Valley there. You know, they still have a chance. They need a little help from someone else to beat Swansea. They still have a chance to win the region. But even if they don't, if they finish second, they'll get a playoff game at home in the first round, which is a big deal because if they don't, they got to go on the road 4 hours. So, and this is a team that they're currently tied with, another longtime rival for them. I think the combination of Daniel Carr's throwing and running is really going to be something that's a breakthrough towards the end of the season, and I like Midland Valley to win this one.
Yeah, and both of these teams, defensively, they give up some yardage and give up some points, frankly. All right? But I think Midland Valley is superior offensively. I think Cameron Brown, the Carrs, probably come away with a win tonight.
All right, North Augusta is at River Bluff. And we talked about Coach Bennett at River Bluff. They lost to Lexington last week, as Noah just informed me. So North Augusta still trying to come off that loss last week.
It'll be interesting to see that there's some issues. The first loss, see how they react to that. See what's going on with the offense with Trip Reese. He got set down for a series or two last week. But the thing that hasn't changed for them is their defense. Defense has been outstanding. Even in the loss last week, it was up to the test. I expect that defense will be the difference tonight in another close win.
I agree completely, and I think North Augusta will be the better team tonight overall, so they should win. But River Bluff's been kind of a pleasant surprise this year, and it wouldn't shock me. This is one of those games, as I looked at them, if River Bluff should come away with a win, I'm not going to be shocked, okay, because they are a pretty decent football team.
All right, South Aiken is at White Knoll. South Aiken trying to get that first conference win.
Yeah, South Aiken, they mathematically they're still in it for a playoff spot, but they got to win. They got to win out, and they need a little help. And they've got a tough road to go. White Knoll's the only undefeated team in the region. They're the ones that knocked off North Augusta last week. Only team to beat North Augusta this year. I think that what we saw last week, South Aiken got a little tired in the second half, especially the fourth quarter, whereas White Knoll was up for a physical battle for 4 quarters. I think that's going to be the difference tonight as well.
Yeah, I think we have two teams with different approaches to the game. White Knoll, very, very physical, very tough, and frankly, that was the difference in the ball game between Irmo and South Aiken last week. In the second half, Irmo was much tougher physically. That scares me a little. The thing that South Aiken has to rely on is a little finesse, passing game, some trick plays. They have some neat little wrinkles in their offense, and they could pull the upset, but I think it would be an upset against White Knoll.
And they have had success against White Knoll the past few years,
yes,
so that could be a difference.
All right, Aiken is at Gilbert. Aiken has found the 3A football maybe not as easy as some of us maybe thought Aiken would do as well.
And honestly, with the injuries that Aiken has suffered this year, I don't think it really even matters what class they've in. They're, I think, right now looking at what could be their fifth option at tailback, which is a lot to absorb for a team that's still building its roster. And we saw Gilbert a few weeks back. Their offense is just really, really impressive. That their quarterback is very good at running the ball as a counterpunch to Jakeas Leaphart. And because of all that they're able to do running the ball, that opens up some opportunities throwing it as well. I think they're going to be too much for Aiken to handle.
Aiken, the thing I look at from a coach's perspective, going into a ball game, you usually try to say, okay, this is what we must take away from the other team. We can't allow them to beat us here. And I look at Aiken, and I can't figure out exactly what that is. Okay, they have not been able to become consistent enough in any one thing. What's their go-to play? Pass, run, power, finesse? I'm not quite sure, and I don't know whether they've quite figured it out yet either. So I think they're in trouble tonight against a team that's very impressive and they can score.
All right, Silver Bluff won last week. Can they get 2 against Woodland?
I think they can. I mean, Woodland is a tough team. They have a player on their roster who's going to be playing big-time Division I football, but they're 4-4 on the year. They're 2-1 in the region. They're not a juggernaut by any sense of the definition. I think that Silver Bluff, that what we've seen this year is they've gotten closer and closer and closer, and I think getting that win last week is going to give them momentum to maybe win that close game. And I think if they're in it in the fourth quarter tonight, they will win.
Okay. Williston Elko is at Wagner Sally.
Well, I got a simple one. This is a mismatch, I think. Williston hasn't lost in their region for years. Wagner Sally, we know, is young, inexperienced this year, down a little bit from where they were last year. I would be shocked if they were able to come away with a win. It's going to be Williston tonight.
McCormick's at Fox Creek. This could be tough.
This could be. We've seen Fox Creek the past few weeks really find a successful formula, a way to win games with running and defense. And they're on the verge of winning the region championship, but they got to win tonight. And McCormick has gotten better as the season has gone along as well. I like Fox Creek in a competitive game. I think that they're just going to be a little too versatile.
All right, and Ridge Spring Minetta at Calhoun Falls.
And I think they've got a break tonight also. Calhoun has not won a game. And Ridge Spring has been competitive this year. They don't have the best record in the county by any stretch, but they're going to win this ball game tonight, I believe. And it'll probably be closer than a lot of people think when you go against a team that has not won a game, but I think Ridge Spring pulls it out.
Okay, like we said, it is homecoming here tonight at Strom Thurmond. We'll take a break and come back and talk a little bit about Strom Thurmond and their game against Batesburg-Leesville when we return in the pregame show for the Gold's Gym Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
1948, Holley Tractor has been Aiken's place for farm equipment, implements, accessories, and supplies.
But did you know that Holley is your place for home yard equipment too? Riding and push mowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, and brands including Kubota, Husqvarna, and Stihl, equipment you can depend on. Come inside and see our expanded showroom. Holley is the exclusive dealer for Yeti coolers and now carry Generac generators. Holley Tractor, 1721 Richland Avenue East.
Sarah found me on the bathroom floor unconscious. I had a total blockage heart attack and an anoxic brain injury. Aiken Regional treated me with love and compassion and treated my family the same way. Thanks to them, we're living an awfully good life.
At Specs Vision Center, we are focused on total eye care. Be it our large selection of designer frames, latest in contact lenses, or our great sunglass collection, we have just what you are looking for. Our doctors offer years of experience and use the latest technology to ensure a comprehensive eye examination. Late afternoon and Saturday appointments are available, so if you want the best in eye care, call Specs today at 642-9902.
Most people think the Y is a gym, but to me, it's so much more. When I needed help, the Y gave my kids a scholarship to a safe place where they could grow, learn, and have fun. And when I was struggling with all kinds of health issues, they gave me the guidance and motivation to get well. The Y helps families create a better future and become so much more. So give, join, or volunteer at the Y.
Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Daikin, Mitsubishi ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
Welcome back. Strom Thurmond against Batesburg-Leesville homecoming. Don't forget, if you're looking for tailgate supplies, to go by Unique Expressions on Whiskey Road in the Mitchell Shopping Center. They are the place for tailgating needs for high school, for college, for the pros. They've got all kinds of great stuff. That's why it's unique. Unique Expressions, our ultimate tailgate sponsor. All right, we're going to talk a little bit about this game now. Let's talk a little bit about Batesburg-Leesville. Not from the area, but certainly a team that, since I was a kid, I've always heard of great Batesburg-Leesville teams.
Mm-hmm. And this year's no exception. That I think the thing that their reputation is, they're always kind of big, always kind of physical, especially for the 2A level. And while they don't have the deepest roster in the area, they maximize what they do have, and they have a good system. And even though I mentioned before that there was a coaching change and some schematic changes along with that, the principles are the same. That they were a run-first team, really a run-only team last year, and this year they're still run-first. That with Wilson as the standout ball carrier, but he's not alone, and that they're going to run the ball and just pass enough to keep you honest and maybe take advantage of an overplay here or there. But they should be very tough for Strom Thurmond's defense to try to rein in tonight.
Yeah, I know it talks about him being big. Their nose guard, 325 pounds. That's not your normal 2A football size.
No, it's not. And he's a player, but probably only the second best lineman they have. Paul McKeever has been selected for the Shrine Bowl this year. He's only 6'3", about 275, 280.
Yeah,
that's not a small young man either. And he's very, very talented, very, very good. Noah
plays both ways.
Oh, yeah, he plays both ways. Noah mentioned Wilson, the running back, and earlier in the year he was injured, so he didn't play, and that had an impact on some of their games. I've never had this happen, but a guy approached me before the ball game tonight, and he said, number 23, watch Wilson. We hope he's going to put on a show for you tonight, and they really expect him to. One of the things that Strom Thurmond, I think, should have an advantage of is in the special teams. Their kicker, Cole Fell, is very good. But Wilson has run back 6 kickoffs, 6 touchdowns on kickoffs in his career, and he's only a junior. That's unbelievable. All right, he averages about 8.4 yards a carry. So with him back, I think they're a different team. And the score that just jumps out at me, they beat Abbeville last week 46-0, and Abbeville defeated Strom Thurmond, although I think that was an unusual game.
It was an unusual game, but it was still lopsided there, too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't draw a direct line from one to the other, but it certainly looks good for Batesburg.
Well, it looks like they should at least come in as the favorite in this ball game, I would say.
Yeah, and it's Strom Thurmond, like the coach pointed out in the opening, they lost 3 games in a row. That's so unusual for what we've experienced here with Strom Thurmond in the few years that we've been doing these TV games. They're always winning, or though it seems that way. I think that it would be the case if we went back and looked at the history of it all. And they've suffered through some injuries this year. We're talking about Aiken having such a tough time. Chad Gilchrist was hurt, and I see now that they even have him listed starting as a linebacker now.
And actually, before Deion Chin got hurt, what they wanted to do really was make him just solely a defensive player because they thought that Chin could provide them with enough in the running game. But he injured his meniscus, and he's out for the season. So now Gilchrist has to do a little double duty, and that's not something they like to do here at Strom Thurmond. But when push comes to shove, you got to win a ball game. You need your best players on the field, and the question is, how does he hold up in the fourth quarter? We talked about that a little bit last week with South Aiken. That was a big factor for them that they just got worn out against a bigger physical opponent because they had so many guys going both ways. Now Gilchrist is an absolute specimen athletically, but he's going to have a lot asked of him.
Yeah, and speaking of injuries, Tyree Stidham, he's been dinged up as well.
Yeah, he's had a couple games where he had to come out of the ball game. He's been unable to practice for a good part of the season, during the week. He's a tough kid, and he's come back. But I don't think he's 100%. I don't think Gilchrist is 100%. And the one thing that Gilchrist did last week, he was able to catch a pass and break a run for about 60 yards for a touchdown. That's great. Okay. But inside the tackles or between the tackles, he has not been the force that we thought he might be this year, and I think it would be tough for him to do that against Batesburg. And that's one of the interesting things in this ball game for me. Last week, Wilson had a touchdown run over 60, over 70, and over 80 yards. So Strom Thurmond's got to stop him, and Gilchrist has to find a way to get out into the open.
Yeah. And a guy, you mentioned that, a guy who could be big for Strom Thurmond tonight is a guy we saw actually play quarterback when Stidham was hurt a few weeks back, is DeAndre Ryan.
Sure.
He's a guy with tremendous speed, good athleticism. He's one of those guys, maybe he can get the ball. I know they've started to use him a little bit more as a traditional running back out of the backfield, but they've used him on sweeps and sort of quick pitches. So he could be a guy that they try to get on the edges, and hopefully his speed can create some momentum.
And for me, he's the kind of player that you love to watch. I mean, he's so exciting no matter what he's doing, whether it's offense, defense, special teams. When he's around the football, something special is going to happen. Okay,
we're not too far from kickoff as the two teams are getting ready to come out on the field as Strom Thurmond wraps up the homecoming pre-festivities. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get ready for the CMI kickoff on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week here tonight on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
Pruitt Health is here to help. For more than 4 decades, Pruitt Health has partnered with healthcare professionals to deliver exceptional care to families across the Southeast. Since the beginning, our focus has always been on quality programs, quality services, and quality people. Looking forward to the future, we've developed an innovative model of care to provide comprehensive, streamlined solutions. Get well for life with Pruitt Health.
Unique Expressions in the Mitchell Shopping Center is a treasure chest of gifts for all occasions. The collegiate collection is second to none. South Carolina, Clemson, Georgia, ACC or SEC. Support your favorite school. From clothing to mailboxes to tailgating items, Unique Expressions has them all. Handbags by Spartina and the Vera Bradley collection, and a U.S. Post Office on site for your mailing convenience. Stop in today at Unique Expressions, 1521 Whiskey Road.
When you want to mix it up right, you need the tastiest choices around. And McDonald's Dollar Menu and More has always got your back. Feeling like a classic? Try the one and only McChicken, still just $1. Or you can always turn it up with the great tasting McDouble. Plus other delicious hits, all for a price you can't beat. Whatever your flavor, the Dollar Menu and More is just what you need to keep you moving. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
One evening we were sitting around the table. My 4-year-old stood up in his chair and he said, "Dad, I want to be just like you." And I thought, that's great. Until he said, "I want to be nice and big and fat." It was at that moment I realized I need to make a change.
I took the scales at over 208 pounds, and that was the point that I realized I really needed to make a change. In fact, we both really needed to make a change.
Together, we have lost 150 pounds, and our family has a healthy new future.
Lines are out, the stands packed tight, and the cheerleaders shout. The marching band blast out fight songs to sing. Yellow jackets and green hornets, let me hear you scream. T-Breads and Mustangs, rebels run the zone. Blue devils and bulldogs, we must protect this home. Foxes and Trojans and eagles showing pride. All the lights are on and we cannot be denied that Friday is the night we all become freaks, rocking with the high school game of the week.
You're looking live at the stadium at Strom Thurmond High School, where tonight Strom Thurmond High plays host to their arch rival Batesburg-Leesville from right down the highway in a 2A football matchup here on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week. Hi everybody, I'm Ed Gerardo along with Ken Brace. We'll be bringing you all the action. Noah Fight is on the sidelines with the Holly Tractor Sideline Report. And we're at homecoming tonight, Coach. How was homecoming treated when you were coaching?
You know, homecoming was a pain in the neck for the coaches, but it was a joy for everybody else. The players loved it, the queen and the king and the court and all that, they loved it. The cheerleaders were excited. Parents got to walk their daughters across the field. So it was something that everybody seemed to enjoy, good Friday night activity. And coaches, for the most part, just wanted to get it over with.
That sounds like a true coach to me. But it is homecoming, and I'm sure now from Batesburg-Leesville's perspective, it always is looked at as being an insult to be the homecoming opponent.
That's the only thing I was going to question tonight. Who decided that Batesburg was going to be the homecoming game? Usually you try to find somebody that you have a more than 50-50 chance of winning the ball game. And tonight, this is at best a toss-up. They're playing a tough opponent tonight, and that's a little bit unusual for homecoming.
The stands are filling up. Batesburg has a nice crowd on hand as they're still filing in, and as always, the stands are packed with fans on the Strom Thurmond side. High school football, this community comes to a standstill, and they all come out and support the team.
Yeah, they get great support here. This is a wonderful stadium. It is a perfect night for football tonight. Beautiful, just a little bit of a chill in the air. The stadium's great. The fans will be here. The place will be packed. Two good football teams, and they've got quite a tradition. This is, I think, the 50th time that these two teams have met in a football game, and right now Strom Thurmond holds a 30-win and 19-loss advantage over Batesburg, and they did win the game last year 35-28. So these two teams have a history. Tonight, however, I think Batesburg should be a slight favorite.
And interesting, as we pointed out in the opening, Batesburg-Leesville won the state championship in 2A football, beating Silver Bluff for that title last year. So Strom Thurmond able to beat Batesburg-Leesville, but Batesburg-Leesville went the distance and won the state championship. And, of course, last year Strom Thurmond was in 3A football.
That's right.
So it had been a different category altogether. Be that as it may, this is a big matchup. Strom Thurmond with one loss on the season in conference. If they intend to win the conference, which they have done in the past, they've got to win this game. Lose it, and they will not continue that streak of conference titles. All right, the coin toss has been made, and Strom Thurmond won the toss. They'll receive. Batesburg-Leesville will defend the north goal here at Strom Thurmond. And who are those captains?
Okay, for the homestanding Strom Thurmond Rebels, number 33 is Montrez Coleman, their middle linebacker. Number 36 is Jonte Nathaniel, one of their defensive ends. And number 72, left tackle Cam Mathis. And for the Batesburg-Leesville Panthers, number 3, Dontavius Morris, one of their wide receivers. Number 10 is their quarterback, Taylor Jackson. Number 76 is Paul McKeever, the young man we talked about earlier, who is a Shrine Bowl appointee for this year, or selection. And then number 77, Braylon Cumbie, their center.
So you'll want to watch McKeever. Offensively and defensively, he plays both ways, and as Coach points out, he is a Shrine Bowl member, but also pay attention to the size. Their nose guard, Devin Paget, tips the scales at 325, they say. So a very, very big defensive line that Strom Thurmond faces tonight.
And I liked what Coach Hillary said earlier in the week and in the paper. He said, you know, we're going to try to tire those big guys out. We're going to try to make them run around a little bit and see if we can wear them out. And that's probably a good strategy.
He's going to make the bigs run.
Make the bigs run. That's right.
Strom Thurmond does have the speed to do that.
Yes, they do.
Strom Thurmond has a little size, but basically they're just a speed team. They play 5 linebackers on defense, and they can – if you're going to try to get to the edges on them, you're going to have a tough time.
And you know, the defense that they play, basically when you see somebody playing the 3-3 or the 3-5, whichever they call it, that was set up for these spread teams and for the passing offenses that you play against a lot. And I believe they're going to see a power running game at them tonight. And sometimes that poses a little problem for the defense. We'll see how they stand up, because not only are they quick, but Strom Thurmond's reputation is that they are very, very tough and physical.
All right, the CMI kickoff is just about underway. Alex Kaufman is the kicker. DeAndre Ryan deep to receive for Strom Thurmond. And they're going to go with the pooch kick, keep it away from their deep guys. That's Israel Talbert. We've seen him return kicks for touchdowns. He makes it up to the 34-yard line, and that's where Strom Thurmond will put it in play. 1st and 10, our first Chandler Law Firm first down of the game.
And I kind of like watching the special teams decisions that are made by high school teams. Obviously, Batesburg was going to not kick it deep. They get them on the 34-yard line. That's not bad field position to start. I'll be curious to see whether Cole Fell will kick it deep to their return man, Terrence Wilson, for Batesburg.
2 split wide to the right, 1 to the left. Chad Gilchrist, besides Stidham, passes it outside complete. Picks up about 4 yards. And I believe there is a flag on the field on the far side as they stop the clock. Jaquez Harris was the receiver who caught the pass. Holding against Strom Thurmond is the call, so it'll bring up a 10-yard walk-off right off the bat for the Rebels.
And you know, those kind of quick screens where the other wide receivers have to block, it's not unusual to see holding calls out there. That's a tough block for those guys.
So they walk off 10, and it's going to be first down, replayed, but 21 yards for a first down. Handoff this time to Chad Gilchrist. Comes out wide, looks inside, turns the corner, but is caught from behind. Tackled right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 7 yards. It's going to bring up 7 and long, second down and 14.
And that wasn't a bad play. 7-yard gain is pretty good early in the ball game.
Javarius Henry is number 12. He lines up in the slot this time. Gilchrist slightly off his tail in motion. It's Nick. Nick gets the handoff, but he drops the ball. Looks like Strom Thurmond, well, now, as always, the defense says they recovered it. Let's see.
Doesn't look like it.
It looked like Strom was on the ball, and they are. They're going to lose, about 5 yards. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 19.
And from our vantage point, we couldn't really tell whether he had control of that ball during the exchange, but he had taken a few steps and then the ball came loose. Now he was bobbling it right from the start. Didn't have a good exchange that time.
So a little late getting to play in. Now they're ready. And a handoff. This is Israel Talbert. Talbert's going to pick up, looks like 9 yards. It's going to be well short of a 1st down, though. So he'll get up to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up 4th down and 10. Punting unit on, and our first chance to see Cole Fell tonight. He is the kicker, punter and kicker for Strom Thurmond. Nice ride up on Cole today in the Aiken Standard.
And the penalties were killers there for Strom Thurmond in that first series. They had a couple of good running plays. They would have picked up at least 1 first down had it not been for the penalties. So there's something there. They got a little bit of a chance to see that they have some openings.
Punt end over end. This is returnable. Getting to the left, and now coming right up the middle. It's going to get across midfield to the 49 before he is stopped. And I believe that was Jakaris Hare on the return. So a good return.
And even on the punt, they faked a little reverse or a little reverse action. Hare did keep the ball.
As
nice
Noah,
little run.
As Noah pointed out, they've returned 6 kickoffs for touchdowns, so you got to figure that their return on punts is probably pretty good too. The return gets it into Rebel territory, 49-yard line. Chandler Law Firm 1st down. A little movement, no flag. Going down the field, got a man wide open, and that is Hare, and it is a touchdown, 49 yards. First play for Batesburg-Leesville. They came out ready. Jakaris Hare on the reception.
And I love that call. If we get to see that on replay, you'll see that they put 2 wing backs out to the right here. It looked like an unbalanced formation. Little play action. Here it comes. Not a tremendous fake, but Hare is wide open, way behind any defenders who were expecting run, I'm quite certain. And that's just easy.
Extra point tries up and no good. Kicked it to the right. So we'll see if that comes back to haunt Batesburg-Leesville, but they get the touchdown very quickly here in the first quarter. They lead 6-0 over Strom Thurmond. We'll take a break and be right back.
Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
A 49-yard pass and run on the very first play from scrimmage for the Batesburg-Leesville offense, and they lead 6-0. They did miss the extra point. Kaufman right back, kicks another little pooch over in the direction of Israel Talbert. He feels it, and he gets to the 35, crosses the 35 to 36-yard line. Once again, Strom Thurmond starting at the same spot on the field. 1st and 10, Chandler Law Firm.
And that was a nice tackle by Michael Hartley, who's one of their starting linebackers. Made the tackle on special teams. You know, that touchdown pass by Taylor Jackson, he doesn't throw that much, but he's pretty efficient. He was 7 for 10 last week with 2 touchdowns, and he's 1 for 1 tonight with a touchdown.
Yeah, we heard they were a running team, so they throw a pass on the very first play. All right, here comes Strom. And here's Gilchrist, his first carry of the evening. It's going to count. Well, he had 1 run. He did have a run for
end run.
6 yards. Didn't get anything there. We'll call it 2nd down and 10 as they started at the 35-yard line. Little play action, tried to get it outside over his head. They're going to say it was a forward pass, incomplete. 3rd and 10. So Strom having a little trouble getting started on offense tonight.
And that was close. That was almost a lateral. Official did call it a forward pass. If it had been a lateral, of course, when it went out of bounds, they'd have lost some yardage. But here, they just go back to the line of scrimmage.
Strom in their opening drive had a holding penalty and basically were 3 and out. Here they're going to try to pick up the first down and throws it behind the intended wide receiver, who was number 13, and that is Jaquir Harris. It's incomplete. 4th down, Cole fell back on for his 2nd punt of the game.
And Tyree Stidham took quite a shot as he released that football. A clean hit, but I'm sure he felt that.
Nice return last time by Hare. Let's see what Strom does this time with the kick.
And there
gets it off, kicks it to the other side. It's going to come up short and roll inside the 35, down at the 33-yard line. And that's a Chandler Law Firm first down for Batesburg-Leesville. Took them 1 play to get to the Tyler Tire end zone, their last possession. Let's see what they have up their sleeve this time.
And Cole fell kicking that to his right, which was away from Terrence Wilson, who was lined up to his left. It's probably pretty good coaching there.
Again from the shotgun. Hands it off. And we were told to watch this young man run the football. His name's Terrence Wilson, as you pointed out on the kick. He also is the tailback. And he gains 3 yards, bring up 2nd down and 7.
And interesting, that time they came out in a widespread formation and then run the ball right up the middle. Last time they came up in a tight formation and a little play action with a pass.
Three split wide to the right. Here's another handoff. Strom Thurmond ready for that.
Good defense there.
And we've seen Strom be tough on the running game for teams this year that we've watched.
Well, they're very conscious, I'm quite certain. Terrence Wilson, do not want to let him get free.
1 yard is the gain. 3rd down and 6. Big 3rd down here as Strom already trails 6-0 in the game. From throw. And it's complete, and that'll be a yard past the marker for the first down. So he needed 6, he got 7. And Jackson, nice pass. As we take a look at the specs, did you see that replay?
Set up very nicely, delivered the ball quite well, and a nice reception.
There's Hare again, so Hare has 2 catches. And here's Wilson, cuts back and falls down at the 49-yard line. That's a pickup of 5, 2nd down and 5.
Last year in their state championship run, Wilson had 23 touchdowns on the year, gained over 1,200 yards, averaged 10 yards a carry. This year, as we said earlier, he was a little bit nicked up early in the season, had some injuries, missed a couple of games. Thus far, he's had 97 carries, 814 yards, and 13 touchdowns. So he's starting to catch up.
So they're tight offense again. Now they get a few blockers out in front of Wilson. He's not going to find enough room to get through. He'll be short of a first down. He does pick up a couple yards to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the carry. He's going to bring up 3rd down and 2.
Several of the fans on the Strom Thurmond side were calling for an offsides, and I got to admit, it looked like there was some movement out there to me also, but there was no flag.
Batesburg looks to the side, gets the call. They bring 2 split wide to the right, 1 to the left, far left, all the way to the sideline. And now a whistle. They stop play before it gets started. Referee comes over and discusses it with the back judge. And apparently it's not a flag.
No.
Just had a discussion amongst themselves of what we're not sure. The Strom Thurmond crowd razzes them a little bit.
Almost looked like they were discussing what down it was going to be. But of course, we don't know for sure if that's what it was.
All right, same formation. A little misdirection, and Strom Thurmond's ready for that. They come up and hit him back behind the line of scrimmage, back behind the 50. Rashad Lott on the tackle.
4th down for the Panthers.
That's a good defensive series for Strom Thurmond. And thus far, Wilson has been a little frustrated. Really no running room.
A loss of 3 on the play. 4th down, 5 yards. The punting unit is on. And just like Cole Fell handles all of the kicking duties, Kaufman handles them for the Panthers. He's going to kick this out of bounds. So the official will walk this back to find out where he's going to stop at the 22-yard line, 23. So Chandler Law Firm 1st down this time for Strom Thurmond at the 23-yard line. Still try to get some offense going here as they've had 2 possessions and have yet to gain a 1st down. 6-0. Again, Batesburg-Leesville after stopping Strom on a 3-and-out. On the very first play, threw a 49-yard touchdown pass to get this 6-0 lead. There's a handoff. This is Gilchrist. This is one of the better runs we've seen from Gilchrist this year.
Yes, indeed.
He's been hobbled a little bit. He got into a seam, got out into the open, and he gains about 13 yards for a 1st down. Chandler Law Firm 1st down, 37-yard line.
And they took care of that 1st down and no problem.
And here's a little reverse. Looking for Stidham to throw a block. DeAndre Ryan finally does get the block, but there was enough of the delay to let the Batesburg defense get outside. DeAndre Ryan couldn't find much room. He gains a yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Pretty exciting play for only a yard gain.
Yeah.
Looked like it was going to be more than that. Good reaction by the defense.
A lot of running just to gain 1 yard. Looked like a hard count. Tried to get some movement across the front. They flinched. Here's a quick pass outside to Jacob. That's Jacob Cook. Cook gets across the 40 to the 41. Pick up a 3 yards. 3rd down and 6 coming up.
And the game plan for Strom Thurmond appears to be certainly to get it to the outside, not to try to run it up too much at those huge defensive tackles and ends for Batesburg.
Rolls to his right. The lefty throws. It's caught. And he's nice tackle to keep him from gaining any yardage. That was Javarius Kinley on the reception. I think he's going to be a yard short of the first down, so it'll bring up 4th and 1.
Good effort by both teams there. Nice throw, good catch, but a nice defensive tackle also.
Strom Thurmond offense staying on the field. And Tyree Stidham calls him back into the huddle to call the play.
This is a big call in the ball game, a gutsy call early.
See if he comes up under center. He does. And he got some movement across the front. With high school football, if you break the plane, that's an automatic offsides on the defense. Doesn't matter whether you get back or not. Offsides against Batesburg. So that was a planned play to see if they could draw them. They do. And they walk it off.
I thought the reaction by Batesburg was pretty good. They saw the quarterback coming up, and boy, they came up to stuff it. Unfortunately, they went a little too far.
So the 5-yard walk-off takes them into Batesburg-Leesville territory at the 48-yard line. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10. Man in motion gets the ball. Turns upfield. I believe he's not going to get any yardage. That was Harris on the carry. They're going to say his forward progress was a yard downfield, so he does gain a yard. 2nd down and 9. Compact, nobody split.
No, that's. I think that's going to be on the offense.
Israel Talbert was coming in motion, and it looks like somebody may have flinched up front. Yeah, it is a procedure against Strom Thurmond, so that'll be a 5-yard walk-off, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 14.
And the center moved the football, got a little ahead of the count. When you move it and put it back, they're going to see that pretty easily.
So again, compressed offense, and this is Talbert in motion. Fakes the handoff and keeps. And Batesburg-Leesville was ready for that. That's no gain. 3rd down and 14.
Quarterback keeper by number 2, Tyree Stidham.
And I counted them as they got up off Stidham. There were 5 tacklers involved in that play.
Going to bring up 3rd down and 14.
And that's an interesting play with no wide receivers. All the Batesburg defense was packed up in there, and that's a pretty quick first quarter.
Very quick.
1 quarter is in the books, and Batesburg-Leesville has the only score. They lead 6-0 over Strom Thurmond. We'll take a break and be right back on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
You can smile.
I love to smile. I was so pleased that I could get all of my dentistry work done in just one visit.
You can smile.
Painless. That's how I would describe it.
Here at the Center for Dentistry, it has been a wonderful experience. With the comprehensive nature of this office, this one office, I can bring my family here and we can have it all done at one place.
You can smile.
Center for Dentistry, 1391 Silver Bluff Road, Aiken.
Stay tuned at the end of tonight's game as we'll be announcing the Center for Dentistry MVP at the conclusion of tonight's games. We get it all together and decide who was the most valuable player. All right, a quarter's in the book, 6-0 is the lead for Batesburg-Leesville. As we pointed out, 1 play, 49-yard pass, touchdown, first play for Batesburg-Leesville. No scoring after that. This is 3rd and long, and hits his receiver, Harris. Harris makes a big catch, and that's going to be good for 1st down for Strom Thurmond. Let's go down to the sidelines where Noah Fight has a Holly Tractor sideline report for us.
Thank you, Ed. Some quick scores. Wilson Elko leads Wagner Sally 15-0. McCormick leads Fox Creek 8-7. Gilbert and Aiken are tied 14-all, and North Augusta is ahead of River Bluff 7-0.
All right, thank you, Noah. Holly Tractor sideline report. We'll check back with him occasionally. Now Chad Gilchrist on the carry. Carries it inside the 25 to the 24-yard line, and that's another first down. 2 first downs in a row for Strom Thurmond. They're moving the ball.
And it's a good series for Strom Thurmond. That was a nice throw and catch on the previous play. Well thrown and a catch in traffic. All right, and then you got Gilchrist getting another first down immediately following that play. And he's running stronger than we've seen him most of the time this year.
Fakes the handoff, keeps. Hit right as he gets to the line of scrimmage. I think he'll pick up a yard. Stidham on the keeper. Gains a yard, 2nd down and 9.
Tyree might want to think about that play a few minutes. That's a couple times he's run it, and he has been stuffed both times.
And he got popped on that, too.
Yes, he did.
That's one where Hammond, the great quarterback from Strom Thurmond, would make big yardage. Stidham, not quite the runner. Now he's going to run out of the pocket.
Oh,
and he's going to get some big yardage. Trying to get outside. He's not. Oh, he dropped the ball. Scramble for it. And I'm thinking that, nope, Batesburg-Leesville did recover it.
Recovered by the Panthers.
Trying to judge based on the reaction of the players.
Yeah. And that's one of those plays where he's fighting like crazy for extra yardage. And it's almost a play where I think the referees could have blown that dead at one point. They did not. And the ball comes out. Big break for Batesburg.
We'll take a look at the specs. Did
Great
you see
move
that
there.
Gets caught from behind. They yank it out.
Yeah, and when they have him stood up like that and then they pull it out.
Here's another pass from the running team on first down, first play. An out pass gets 12 yards, and it's going to get them a first down all the way out to the 30-yard line. So Batesburg-Leesville waste no time. They get after it right away.
And Dontavius Morris, the receiver there, number 3. Nice pass again by Jackson. He throws the ball well.
Looks like he throws a little sidearm. This is effective. He's going to keep on the fake to Wilson. He's going to pick up a couple yards, but he got hit hard as he came around the edge.
And he looks like a fairly tall young man, and he was standing straight up, and he took a shot right in the chest.
Right, Montrez Coleman.
Good play action.
Montrez hits him.
He's got to get down just a little bit running that football. He's got to protect himself.
Montrez, one of the excellent linebackers for Strom Thurmond. Now rolling to his right. Throws, has a man. Caught at the 43-yard line. That's going to be good for another first down. Channel Law Firm, 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line as Batesburg-Leesville now picks up a couple of first downs as they get the fumble and get the offense moving.
And that was Deshaun Stroman on the catch. Number 7, wide receiver. So far, they've had some people open in the passing game, much more so than their ability to run the football.
And now, before the play can get started, another flag. And a false start against the offense.
False start against the Panthers.
So 5-yard walk-off, 1st and 15. So both teams picking up a penalty or two to slow them down a little bit.
329-443.
And although I don't like a lot of penalties in games, these have been pretty obvious.
Two split wide to the left, 2 to the right. Now the handoff to Wilson. Wilson breaks the 40. He'll get 4 of the yards back. 2nd down and 11. .42-yard line.
Wilson is one of those runners. He's only 5'8", but he's 180 pounds. So he's a strong 5'8".
Now throwing down the middle, picked off. And he's got some blockers in front of him. Yeah, slowed down, but not able to bring him down. As he brings it down the sidelines, one man to beat. Gets inside and brought down inside
and the ball
10
came
at
out.
the 9-yard line. Number 7 is Malik Nicholson, who came from his free safety position to make the play. Jalen Walsh comes in and finishes him before he can get to the end zone. It'll bring up Chandler Law Firm first and goal from the 10.
And this is huge play. Outstanding effort, Malik Nicholson, and he makes a great run on the return. And the other thing they do in transition, you got a lot of people blocking, picking up the defenders now, and he's going to fumble this football at the end of the run. And big number 74, Stevens, is going to recover it and keep it for the Rebels.
Here's Chad Gilchrist running hard inside the 10, all the way down to the 6-yard line, pick up a 4. Second and goal from the 6.
And you know, we've seen a number of Strom Thurmond games this year, and Gilchrist has not run as well in those games as we've seen him so far tonight. Looks like he's healthier than he's been probably all season. And now he's going both ways too.
He ran tough on that particular run.
He's run well all night so far.
And he's lined up right behind Stidham. Now here comes another flag from the far side. Comes in, talks to the referee. Offsides against Batesburg-Leesville. That'll bring a half the distance to the goal walk-off.
And from up here in the press box, they have been pressing that line of scrimmage a little bit tonight so far. We've got a pretty good vantage point, and they've been very, very close.
Ball spotted at the 3. Second and goal. 3 yards to go. And here comes Gilchrist right up the middle. He turned in, couldn't quite get there. He's down at the 1-yard line. Third and goal from the 1. Strom looking to tie it up with the chance to take the lead on the extra point.
And that was a pretty good surge by the offensive line of Strom Thurmond. Tough yardage down here on the goal line.
And here comes Gilchrist. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Strom Thurmond.
Easily.
Good push from the offensive line. He got in, he was standing in the end zone.
And the offensive line for the Rebels, left guard is number 51, Antonio Miles. The right tackle is Trey Lanham. Number 52, Corley Christie is the center. Jackson Ammons is the right guard, and Cam Mathis, the left tackle. Nice job, guys.
Cole Fell on to give Strom Thurmond the lead. Kick is up. Kick is good. And Strom Thurmond intercepts a pass. Nicholson returns it to the 10-yard line, and they take it in 3 plays later for the touchdown and lead 7-6 over Batesburg-Leesville. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
Second winning ticket number of the Strom Thurmond Booster Club.
From our Looney Tunes Savings Club that teaches young people their first lessons about managing money to free financial counseling services for adults, Security Federal Bank grows with our customers and has a service to meet every need. Established right here in Aiken County in 1922, we continue to be your hometown bank. We always work to meet the changing needs of our customers. That's why we've become a company that can meet every need for financial services. From online banking, bill pay, mortgage products, trusts, and a full line of insurance products. If we were you, we'd bank with us.
7-6 is what the Security Federal Bank scoreboard shows us here on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week. Strom Thurmond takes the lead from Batesburg-Leesville. Cole Fell to kick the CMI kickoff. He does a little pooch, which is what we expected. Now they get a little bit of a wedge up there and cross the 30 to the 31-yard line. And finally the whistle blows. I think they're going to give him the 32. Chandler Law Firm first and 10 for the Panthers.
And we didn't expect him to kick it deep, but that's a good call. Okay, that is a very good call. There's no sense letting the guy have a lot of running room when he is as dangerous as Wilson is.
If you didn't join us in the open, Wilson, the return specialist for Batesburg, has returned 6 kickoffs for touchdowns this year. All right. And here's Wilson on the carry. And he picks up probably the most yards he's gained rushing tonight, as he picks up about 5. 2nd down and 5.
And Batesburg is finding it a little more difficult to move the football tonight against Strom Thurmond. Last week they defeated Abbeville, who was undefeated in the region and one of the teams that was in the lead, of course, and just ran all over them 46-0. They're having a much tougher time tonight.
Looks to pass, now going to run, gets outside, has a lane, going to slide down at the 44-yard line. That's good enough for 1st down. Chandler Law Firm 1st down for Batesburg-Leesville at the 44. He picked up 7.
And that's a smart move. Get down, don't take big hits.
.6:25 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. Strom Thurmond leads 7-6. Runs the option, fakes the pitch, keeps himself. Jackson gets out over the 45 to the 46. 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8.
Strom Thurmond once again tonight very active defensively. They really run well. They react well. Linebackers very, very involved in the defense.
Hand off to Wilson. Wilson comes outside, looks, ooh, what a shot. And I think that's Hamilton.
That was
Chandler Talbert.
And Talbert, starting linebacker. We've seen him run the ball back a couple times, no doubt already on the special teams. And welcome to Strom Thurmond.
Well, this is the other Talbert, number 6, Israel Talbert. We've seen do that. Chandler comes up and introduces himself to Wilson.
Yes, indeed.
No gains, 3rd down and 8. Rolls to his right, flips it out there, and he makes a nice catch over there on that far side. Number 7, I believe that was for Batesburg, making the catch was Deshaun Stroman. Excellent catch.
And they were very fortunate. That one almost was picked also. And I'm not sure that was a catch. I think maybe it was incomplete. Looks like the punter's on. Yeah, the punter came on.
Yep. I thought he was waving him as a catch, but
I did too.
Incomplete pass. So punting unit's on. 4th down. This is the other Talbert, Israel Talbert, brings it down the sidelines. We saw him return a kickoff. No, that's actually number 8. That's Ryan.
That's Ryan.
He returns it into Panther territory at the 41-yard line.
Return on the play by number 8, DeAndre Ryan.
And it looks like the punter for
Rebels will take over
the Panthers is down. He made the tackle over there. That was a pretty big shot, and he shook. So our Aiken Regional Medical Center injury report is, I'm sure that would be big. He's not only the punter, he's the kicker for Batesburg-Leesville.
And he took a shot on his left knee, and they set up a great wall. This is a terrific return.
Yeah. Specs, did you see that?
Look at those lines. Oh, my goodness.
That's what
they
you
had
want.
5 or 6 people in the wall. And Ryan, as we said, one of the most exciting players on the field tonight without any question. He got to that wall, and it took the punter to stop him, but he paid a price for it. Didn't look like his leg was planted when he got hurt, so that could be good news.
Well, we've got a player down on the field. We'll take a Aiken Regional Medical Center injury timeout. We'll be right back.
Were you hurt on the job? Are you trying to keep your work comp payments? Do you feel like no one is listening? Your employer, the company doctor, the insurance company? Well, we're listening. Our workers' compensation team has helped hundreds of injured South Carolinians. Call us now and let us listen to you. For a free consultation, call 803-644-5335 or visit thechandlerlawfirm.com.
You can count on Chandler.
What a crowd we have on hand tonight. And last before kickoff, here comes the game ball. Set to be brought in from the sky by parachute. The crowd has spotted him as he comes in for a landing. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
From orthopedics to neurology, imaging to pain management, or even if a good idea just turns into an accident, CMI can help you play again. Learn more at cmi.md.
2.5 years ago, we had our first child at Aiken Regional. When our second child was on the way, we knew we wanted to go back to women's life care. But this time it got complicated. At 25 weeks pregnant, I had to have my gallbladder removed. I would have been terrified, but Dr. Minto and the staff were so caring. When you trust your hospital this much, there's really no reason to go anywhere else. I should know. I was born there too.
Aiken Regional Medical Center timeout. And our injured player, the punter, Kaufman, is still down. Looks like he may have something serious with his leg in terms of perhaps a knee or even a broken bone, because they've removed his pads. So we'll keep you up to date on that. In the meantime, we're going to go down to the sidelines for a Holly Tractor sideline report with Noah Fight.
Thanks, Ed. There was an injury report earlier from another game with North Augusta Star running back Brandon Houston being knocked out early. Don't know the severity of that injury or if he's been able to return, but it hasn't hurt North Augusta too much in their efforts against River Bluff tonight. They lead 14-0 as you see the Batesburg-Leesville punter being helped onto the stretcher and off the field. Other games around the area, Willis and Elko, not surprisingly, dominating Wagner Sally. They lead 37-0. Fox Creek has moved ahead of McCormick 15-8. Midland Valley leads Airport 14-0. Aiken and Gilbert are tied in the shootout 21-21. And Whitenall leads South Aiken 7-3.
All right, Noah, thank you very much. As Noah pointed out, we got the young man up. He looks okay. They put a brace on his leg to protect him there, and did not put him on a stretcher, but put him in the back of this golf cart. So perhaps it's not as terrible as it might seem. We can hope for the best for him. In the meantime, we're back to action on the field. And a Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Ryan in motion, fakes the handoff, now going downfield and unable to hold on to it, was trying to get it to Harris.
Incomplete pass to number 13.
So incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
And Harris has made a couple of nice catches tonight. That ball was a little behind him and he unable to come up with it.
They bring Ryan back across the field. Split 3 wide to the right. 1 to the left. Gilchrist in the backfield behind Stidham. Gonna hand it off to Gilchrist. He's got some room. Moves into the 36-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
Play by number 11, Chad Gilchrist. Third down and 5 for the Rebels.
And after the first couple of series, Strom Thurmond looks pretty sharp on offense. Mixing their plays well, moving the football.
Brings Kinley in front for a blocker. Now going to roll that way. He's got Kinley out in the flat. Going to try to hit Kinley to pick up those last 5 yards. Just a little bit wide. Incomplete. 4th down and 5 coming up. I believe this is 4-down territory.
It looks like they're going to go for it. They did it earlier with much worse field position.
Well, they got them to jump off sides on 4th down. And they went to the huddle and came roaring to the line. Let's see if Batesburg-Leesville, what they'll do to combat this. And under center, I formation. That was an attempt to get them to move, I believe. Now back up under center, Barks. This is just to try to get Batesburg to jump off sides. And now timeout called. Hillary says, okay, that's enough. They're not going to jump. Fooled them once.
Not twice.
And not twice.
And the reaction of the Batesburg players was classic. I mean, they were able to stay onside, so they were happy about that. They were clapping, saying, you know, you got us once. We learned. That's pretty good. I think they still may go for it.
Please come to the right side of the press box.
We've got a Bragg Heating Company timeout on the field. Strom Thurmond's first timeout from either team of the first half. Bragg Heating Company keeping you comfortable since 1970. CSRA. All right, Strom Thurmond has talked it over. And we're ready to go. Batesburg-Leesville brings the defense back out. And the punting unit is on. So 4th and 5, Cole Fell will try to pin the Panthers back inside the 10. There's an end-over-end kick. It's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 20. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 as the ball's in the Tyler Tire end zone. It's easy. That's alliteration.
Tyler Tire end zone.
Tyler Tire end zone as the ball comes out to the 20-yard line.
That was a good try by Cole Fell to keep that in play but deep in territory, and Jackson Ammons, number 71, offensive lineman, was down to cover it and nearly got there.
So 3:49 left to go until halftime. Batesburg-Leesville trails by 1 as they missed the extra point. It was wide right, and that's the difference in our ball game. Hand off to Wilson. Wilson runs hard, gets up to the 24, gains 4, 2nd down, 6.
And if you look at the decals on Wilson's helmet, there are a bunch. He's not used to making it quite so difficult as he is tonight. He hasn't had a big gain at all. I think his longest run has probably been about 4 or 5 yards.
Gonna throw again over the middle. Tough hit. That time. And I believe that was one of those number 9. That's Tanner Bird. Made the hit on number 7, Deshaun Stroman, as he was trying to cross over the middle, and the pass was high, and wide receivers don't really like that, do they?
They do not, and he took quite a shot. One of the things that I understand happened in the mid-season here was when Strom Thurmond had lost a couple games, they got together and said, you know what, we're going to simplify a few things and we're going to go back to just being a very physical football team, and that certainly shows tonight. We haven't seen them for a couple weeks, but they are very, very aggressive defensively tonight.
Looks to his left. Down and out, incomplete. So 4th down, punting situation comes up here for Batesburg-Leesville, and this will be interesting as their punter was taken off on the cart just a minute ago. So let's see who the backup punter is. They don't have another kicker listed. I'm sure there's somebody on the team that comes out and punts, and of course, there he is. I believe that's Mike Smith.
I was watching the punters warm up pregame.
He gets it off.
Yeah, that's not a bad kick.
Drives him back. And a good return, DeAndre Ryan again out to the 46-yard line as he crosses midfield. There is a flag down. So let's see what the call is. Probably be a holding block in the back variety from where it is on the field. Block in the back. So that's going to back Strom Thurmond back all the way to the 30-yard line where they'll take over. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10. Well, no, they actually had that fouled downfield, so right where he had been tackled. As we look at the specs, did you see that replay?
Once again, nice return by Ryan. Couldn't quite get to the wall that time and wasn't quite as well set up.
So,
but still not bad.
42-yard line is where they start. And here's a handoff. First time that we've seen this young man tonight. That's number 30, Jaquan Edwards. He's taking the place of the injured Deion Chin in the backfield. He gets a good run. 11 yards on his first carry as he gets back into Batesburg-Leesville territory. Chandler Law Firm, 1st and 10, 47-yard line.
And Edwards is only a freshman.
Here he comes again, around the other side. Got him by the shirt, dragging him down to the 36-yard line. That's another 11 yards and another Chandler Law Firm first down for the Rebels.
And he's got the crowd excited. They must like this young man, and I'm sure they know he's only a freshman, and they're excited to see him out there. And that's 2 good runs in a row.
So Gilchrist comes in, and they'll have both backs in the game.
Gave Gilchrist just a little break.
They got the ball spotted at the 35-yard line. Give him 12 on that play. Stidham keeps. He's going to lose a yard. 2nd down and 11. Clock winds down. 2:10 left to go until halftime. Plenty of time for Strom Thurmond. They tried to extend their 1-point lead.
Very vocal crowd over here for Strom Thurmond tonight. They've got a lot of advice for the coaches and the players.
Here comes Edwards again. Turns inside. Makes a nice strong run. Going to get another first down all the way inside the 20 to the 18, call it the 19-yard line. And he's a machine. They're going to actually say he was down at the 21-yard line. Whatever it was, it is another Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10.
And he certainly doesn't look like a freshman to me. This is a nice break right here. Cuts up the field very well, and he's a powerful young man.
15-yard gain. Here he comes again. Got Gilchrist out in front blocking for him. Now this is Israel Talbert. He fumbled the ball, and Batesburg-Leesville is going to recover it for the 2nd time tonight, deep in Strom Thurmond territory. Strom Thurmond fumbles away an opportunity. Batesburg-Leesville on the spot gets the fumble recovery at the 19-yard line.
And I believe it was number 2, Janius Haltenwanger, who made that recovery, one of their outside linebackers, and that's a huge break for Batesburg because Strom Thurmond on the legs of Edwards was marching right down the field.
1:11 left to go until halftime. You got to figure Batesburg-Leesville at this spot in the field will be content. They may run Wilson just to see if he can break one loose. And here comes Wilson. And he's going nowhere. He'll get a yard. Strom Thurmond has kept him bottled up. His longest gain of the evening rushing, 5 yards.
And to me, that's the most important and impressive part of the first half here. They have completely stopped the running game of Batesburg. They have not been effective at all.
Short gain. That may be the last play of the half. Strom does have 2 timeouts remaining. They don't use one here. 24-yard line. Picked up 4 yards. 3rd down and 5. It looks like Batesburg will run one more play.
They better hurry up.
A little sprint draw here. Wilson going to pick up 5 yards. He'll match his highest rushing play of the evening, but that won't be near enough as the clock runs out. Strom Thurmond, who fell behind 6-0 on the very first play from scrimmage for Batesburg-Leesville. Strom Thurmond comes back, has a sustained drive, takes the lead 7-6, but I got to feel like Strom Thurmond now is going to go into halftime thinking what could have been with the 2 fumbles deep in their territory.
But I also noticed as they left the field, Strom Thurmond had a lot more energy than Batesburg did. Okay, Batesburg has got to be frustrated. I mean, they just came out of a 46-0 game against a team that was in first place in the region, and you know, they were feeling very good about themselves. Now they've run into a Strom Thurmond team that is up for this football game, playing very physical, has stopped the running game for Batesburg, and Strom Thurmond looks to me like they believe they're getting the better of it now, and I think they're right. They are getting the better of it since the second quarter started.
All right, it's homecoming at Strom Thurmond tonight. We'll come back and see the halftime celebration here at Strom Thurmond. There's excitement in the air as Strom Thurmond leads 7-6 on the Security Federal Bank scoreboard. We'll take a break and be right back on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
One evening we were sitting around the table. My 4-year-old stood up in his chair and he said, "Dad, I want to be just like you." And I thought, that's great. Until he said, "I want to be nice and big and fat." It was at that moment I realized I need to make a change.
I tipped the scales at over 208 pounds, and that was the point that I realized I really needed to make a change. In fact, we both really needed to make a change.
Together, we have lost 150 pounds, and our family has a healthy new future.
Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
You can smile.
I love to smile. I was so pleased that I could get all of my dentistry work done in just one visit.
You can smile.
Painless. That's how I would describe it. Here at the Center for Dentistry, it has been a wonderful experience. With the comprehensive nature of this office, this one office, I can bring my family here and we can have it all done at one place.
You can smile.
Center for Dentistry, 1391 Silver Bluff Road, Aiken.
From our Looney Tunes Savings Club that teaches young people their first lessons about managing money to free financial counseling services for adults, Security Federal Bank grows with our customers and has a service to meet every need. Established right here in Aiken County in 1922, we continue to be your hometown bank. We always work to meet the changing needs of our customers. That's why we've become a company that can meet every need for financial services. From online banking, bill pay, mortgage products, trusts, and a full line of insurance products. If we were you, we'd bank with us.
Were you hurt on the job? Are you trying to keep your work comp payments? Do you feel like no one is listening? Your employer, the company doctor, the insurance company? Well, we're listening. Our workers' compensation team has helped hundreds of injured South Carolinians. Call us now and let us listen to you. For a free consultation, call 803-644-5335 or visit thechandlerlawfirm.com.
You can count on Chandler.
On the Gold's Gym Game of the Week, and the Security Federal scoreboard shows Strom Thurmond in the lead 7-6. They made their extra point. Batesburg-Leesville missed theirs. So that's where we stand at the half. And it is homecoming at Strom Thurmond, so let's go down to the field for the introduction of the homecoming court.
She's escorted by her father, Robbie Bartstead. Contestant number 2 is Brittany Bartstead. Contestant number 3 is Michaela Brown. Michaela is sponsored tonight by number 12, Javarius Kinley. She is the daughter of Jeremy and Jessica Medlin, and she's escorted by her father, Jerry Medlin. Contestant number 3 is Michaela Brown. Contestant number 4 is Lauren Keynes. Lauren is sponsored by number 36, Jonte Nathaniel. She is the daughter of Dana Keynes and the late Hank Keynes. She's escorted tonight by her brother, Trey Keynes. Contestant number 4 is Lauren Keynes. Contestant number 5 is Shakayla Campbell. She is sponsored tonight by number 72, Cameron Mathis. She is the daughter of Willie and Geneva Campbell, and she's escorted tonight by Willie Campbell, her father. Contestant number 5 is Shakayla Campbell. Contestant number 6 is Courtney Coon. Courtney is sponsored tonight by number 13, Jaquez Harris. She is the daughter of Tim and Sue Coon, and she's escorted tonight by her father, Tim Coon. Contestant number 6 is Courtney Coon. Contestant number 7 is Alexis Curry. Alexis is sponsored by number 51, Antonio Miles. She is the daughter of David and Melissa Mackey, and she's escorted tonight by her mother, Melissa Mackey. Contestant number 7 is Alexa Curry. Contestant number 8 is Becky Doolittle. She is sponsored by number 19, Nick Polly. She is the daughter of Maurice and Lisa Doolittle. She's escorted by her father, Maurice Doolittle. Contestant number 8 is Becky Doolittle. Contestant number 9 is Shakira Edwards. She is sponsored tonight by number 6, Israel Tauber. She is the daughter of Tommy Edwards and Lucinda Joplin. She is escorted by her father, Tommy Edwards. Contestant number 9 is Shakira Edwards. Contestant number 10 is Aisha Frazier. She is sponsored tonight by number 35, Rashad Lott. She is the daughter of George Frazier and Selena Mathis. She's escorted by Vernon Moreau. Contestant number 10 is Aisha Frazier. Contestant number 11 is Amanda Horton. She's sponsored by number 41, William Cheatham. She is the daughter of Tim and Andrea Horton, and she's escorted by her father, Tim Horton. Contestant number 11 is Amanda Horton. Contestant number 12 is Taylor Merle. Taylor is sponsored tonight by number 33, Montrez Coleman. She is the daughter of Mitch and Cindy Merle, and she's escorted by her father, Mitch Merle. Contestant number 12 is Taylor Merle. Contestant number 13 is Helen Lee Northrup. She is sponsored tonight by number 41, Lucky Bailey, and she is the daughter of Arthur and Venetia Northrup. She is escorted by her father, Arthur Northrup. Contestant number 13 is Helen Lee Northrup. Contestant number 14 is Kenesha Pixley. She is sponsored tonight by number 2, Tyrese Stidham. She is the daughter of Steve and Sharon Walker, and she's escorted by her stepfather, Stephen Walker. Contestant number 14 is Kenesha Pixley. Contestant number 15 is Morgan Real. She is sponsored by number 23, Garrett Gibson, and she is the daughter of Sonny and Marie Real. She is escorted tonight by her father, Sonny Real. Contestant number 15 is Morgan Real. Contestant number 16 is Haley Ryans. She is sponsored tonight by number 4, Kyle Hill. She is the daughter of Whitfield Ryan and Sherilyn Garrett. She is escorted by her father, Whitfield Ryan. Contestant number 16 is Haley Ryan. Please make welcome contestant number 17, Cornetta Stevens. Cornetta is sponsored tonight by number 3, Jacob Cook. She is the daughter of Keith Stevens and is escorted by her father, Keith Stevens. Contestant number 17 is Cornetta Stevens. Contestant number 18 is O'Shea Watkins. She is sponsored by number 5, Dion Chin. She is the daughter of Cassandra Watkins, and she is escorted tonight by her uncle, Thomas Watkins. Contestant number 18 is O'Shea Watkins. Contestant number 19 is Tanaya West. Tanaya is sponsored tonight by number 50, Ben Thompson. She is the daughter of Travis West and Nicole Colbert. She's escorted by her father, Travis West. Contestant number 19 is Tanaya West. Contestant number 20 is Chelsea Whitt. Chelsea is sponsored tonight by number 74, Chad Stevens. She is the daughter of Robert and Caroline Whitt, and she's escorted by her father, Robert Whitt Sr. Contestant number 20 is Chelsea Whitt. Contestant number 21 is Aaron Williamson. Aaron is sponsored by number 99, Cole Fell. She is the daughter of Jeremy Williamson and Melissa Mims, escorted tonight by her father, Jeremy Williamson. Contestant number 21 is Aaron Williamson. And now, presenting to you again, the Strom Thurmond High School Homecoming Queens for 2013-2014, Shay Weidman. She has been escorted by our principal, Dr. Robert Ross. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time now to announce to you our winners. Our second runner-up is Morgan Real. And now for our first runner-up. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you, Tanaya West. Strom Thurmond High School football fans. It is our honor and privilege on behalf of Dr. Ross and Strom Thurmond High School to present to you our new reigning homecoming queen, 2014. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Shakira Edwards. We'd like to say a special thank you to all of our 21 contestants and our new queens, along with Jennifer Lanham and her committee for putting together our homecoming festivities. And one more big round of applause for all these wonderful ladies.
All right, the homecoming court from Strom Thurmond. Congratulations to Shakira Edwards, the homecoming queen for 2014, as you see her right there standing at the 50-yard line. And I would tell you the names of all the other ones, but I did not catch all of that, I have to admit.
I think they got that on the broadcast.
That's right. I hope you could pick it all up here at halftime. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, get ready for the second half kickoff, and we return on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
We should have time for
What a crowd we have on hand tonight. And last before kickoff, here comes the game ball. Set to be brought in from the sky by parachute. The crowd has spotted him as he comes in for a landing. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
From orthopedics to neurology, imaging to pain management, or even if a good idea just turns into an accident, CMI can help you play again. Learn more at cmi.md.
1948, Holley Tractor has been Aiken's place for farm equipment, implements, accessories, and supplies.
But did you know that Holley is your place for home yard equipment too? Riding and push mowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, and brands including Kubota, Husqvarna, and Stihl, equipment you can depend on. Come inside and see our expanded showroom. Holley is the exclusive dealer for Yeti coolers and now carry Generac generators. Holley Tractor, 1721 Richland Avenue East.
Sarah found me on the bathroom floor unconscious. I had a total blockage heart attack and an anoxic brain injury. Aiken Regional treated me with love and compassion and treated my family the same way. Thanks to them, we're living an awfully good life.
At Specs Vision Center, we are focused on total eye care. Be it our large selection of designer frames, latest in contact lenses, or our great sunglass collection, we have just what you're looking for. Our doctors offer years of experience and use the latest technology to ensure a comprehensive eye examination. Late afternoon and Saturday appointments are available, so if you want the best in eye care, call Specs today at 642-9902. Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Daikin, Mitsubishi Ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
Halftime here at Strom Thurmond, and Strom Thurmond leads homecoming 7-6 over Batesburg-Leesville. It's time for the Holly Tractor sideline halftime report. Let's go down to the field. Noah Fight is with us. Noah, what do you have in terms of scores?
Got a few from around the area, Ed. Aiken continues to impress in a shootout with Gilbert. It's tied 28-28 at the half.
Wow.
Rashad Bird has 2 interceptions for North Augusta, one which he saved a touchdown and actually returned it over 90 yards. And North Augusta leads River Bluff 17-3 at the half. Fox Creek, after an early scare, has pulled away from McCormick. They lead 29-8 at the half. Midland Valley is ahead of Airport 14-7 at the half. Williston Elko all over Wagner Sally 43-7 at the half. And White Knoll has a 14-10 lead on South Aiken at the half.
Okay, so South Aiken staying in the game with White Knoll. They seem to not be frightened of White Knoll for some reason.
Yeah, the last 2 years they played them very well, but the score that jumps out at me is 28-28 with Aiken scoring 28 points.
Yeah, that's
terrific. Good for them.
That is pretty surprising, isn't it, Noah?
That is not, and from what I can gather, it looks like it's been some pretty sustained drives too, which has been something they struggled with, to be honestly, this year. They've got the big play potential, but they haven't had that rhythm. If they can now just come with a couple of key stops, they might be able to get a nice surprise win.
That's good news for Aiken. We're going to be at Aiken next week in Midland Valley. We'll travel up Highway 1 a little bit and come and visit Aiken next week. That's where we'll be for that game. So we look forward to that and expect a good game. How did things look in the first half from your perspective on the sideline?
Strom Thurmond, after sort of that early hiccup where they got the ball and really struggled to, not get their legs crossed up, and then they punted it away and gave up the immediate touchdown. They dominated the half, and they came out and were hitting. I mean, obviously, we saw the game stop with the hit that knocked Batesburg-Leesville's punter out with the leg injury, but all over the field, Chandler Talbert, Chandler Bird, they were flying to the ball and putting a hat on the Batesburg players, and it's a little bit of a surprise, I guess, that Strom is winning at the half. But the big takeaway is that they should be winning by a lot more.
Yeah, I'm sure that they were disappointed when they got in the locker room and talked about the fact they had the 2 turnovers inside the 20-yard line.
And the only spark for Batesburg was the very first play offensively for them, where they threw the touchdown pass, and they've done really nothing. And I've been so impressed by the defense of Strom Thurmond to shut down the running game.
Yeah. We talked about what 23 can do for Batesburg, but didn't have a bad half, but had 11 carries for 28 yards because Strom Thurmond was not going to let him break loose on those big runs. They really rallied to the ball. And I think it's worth pointing out that both of Strom Thurmond's turnovers in the red zone came when people other than traditional running backs were trying to carry the ball. I know Stidham has been that guy for him this year, but he hasn't run as much the past few weeks because of the ankle injury. And then the second one there, it's just, it's a missed opportunity for them. But on the other side, both Gilchrist and the freshman, number 30, have been outstanding when they've run the ball, just, going forward with a head of steam. And I'd like to see Strom Thurmond continue to feed them the ball.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's the best we've seen Gilchrist run, and we've made that comment a couple times during the ball game. But Edwards was a real spark. He was running very, very hard, and as you say, just a freshman, and the crowd seemed to respond to him very, very much. They were pulling for him, and he really performed.
All right, we're getting ready for the CMI kickoff. Noah, thank you very much. We'll check back with you with the Holly Tractor report later in the third quarter. All right, Noah Fight on the sidelines. Ed Gerardo, Ken Brace up here in the booth. We're ready for another good half.
Batesburg going to get the kickoff, and I would be very surprised if they allow Wilson to receive this. Goldfeld will probably kick it short again. I think that would be a smart move.
Bell approaches the ball for the CMI kickoff. Pooches it into the middle. Actually to the left side. Fielded. Looking for a seam. Not going to find it, but going to get to the 34-yard line. And the Chandler Law Firm first down for Batesburg-Leesville is at the 35-yard line. And I expect to see Batesburg-Leesville come out and try to smack Strom Thurmond back. I'm sure the coaches had a little bit to say about you can't let them want it worse than you.
Well, Montrez Coleman made a nice tackle on the kickoff, and that was a statement tackle also.
Taylor Jackson, the quarterback. A little bit of confusion here early. They ran this formation for the long touchdown. They're going to run out of it. A little end around jet sweep type action. Just a short jet at that. Do pick up 5 yards. Second down and 5.
And the ball carrier that time, number 9, Austin Coleman, was stopped by DeAndre Ryan. Of course, this is our first time seeing Batesburg, but thus far they have struggled offensively.
3 split wide to the left. Looks left. Rolls that way. Now going to look to run. Going to fall forward. Pick up 3. It's going to be a couple yards short of the first down as Jackson on the keeper gets it out to the 43-yard line. Third down, 2.
And they've had a third down and short situation a couple times tonight and have not been able to convert.
Had a quick first half, longer than usual halftime for the homecoming celebration. See how quickly this goes here. Now keeper, and Jackson comes up the middle. He's in the clear. Chad Gilchrist is chasing him, and he stumbles. I think he was going to get caught anyway, as number 4 for Strom Thurmond, Kyle Hill, was going to run him down. Don't think he heard him coming, but he tripped and fell, and I think that Hill was going to surprise him coming up from behind.
Well, he was going to get tackled. I don't think there's any doubt about that, but tripped and fell a little bit here. Good play action, nice fake, and he's got a huge hole to run through. And that's by far their best offensive play other than that first pass. I think they surprised him just a little bit, certainly expecting that Terrence Wilson was going to carry that football.
Jackson runs out of gas at the 14-yard line. So he'll try to crank the engine up and give it off to Wilson. Wilson to the 10-yard line. Picks up 4.
And I'd like to see that one again if we possibly can on instant replay, because there was a hole there early. But my goodness, does Strom Thurmond react quickly, and they close things up very, very fast.
Here's the specs. Did you see that replay? No, that's the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, that's the quarterback keeper. That's a great offensive play. A little stumble.
Now rolling to his right, is going to pass it. That was not the greatest attempt. It wasn't going to go very far, and Hare was begging for the catch. It was actually going to lose yardage.
The official was right there.
All right, here's the play that before on the specs. Did you see that replay? There's that hole that you were talking about.
There was a hole. But Coleman, among others, closed it up very, very quickly.
Coleman came up
Nice
fast.
reaction.
So ball at the 10. They need 6 yards for a first down. 10 yards for the touchdown. Going to throw it up in the corner. Almost picked off. Whoa. And that was not a very good pass. It floated out there.
Nice defensive play by Gilchrist.
Almost made the interception.
And he was trying to hit Wilson in the back of the end zone. Now, I'll be curious to see if they try a field goal here to take the lead.
Well, again, the Kaufman, who's the punter that was injured in the first half, carted off with the leg injury, is their kicker, too. So I don't believe we'll be seeing field goal kicking tonight. We'll see what they do on extra points. Well, you know they're going to go for 2 if they score. So they need 6 yards for a first down. Throws, and I believe he's got it down at the 1-yard line. They're waving over his head. I believe that's complete, though Strom's trying to say it's incomplete.
Yeah, I think they're going to give it to him. And what they were looking for is to see who had possession of the ball, either the offensive or the defensive man.
Nice catch that time by number 7, Dashawn Stroman. Stroman's made a couple of catches here tonight.
And he was also the one, if you remember, in that first half.
Shot. Yeah.
He just took a heck of a shot.
We'll have to look at the replay if you got a chance on that one later on. But right now, 1st and goal, Chandler Law Firm, 1st and down at the 1. And here comes Wilson. He's going to split it, and Batesburg-Leesville takes the lead on the touchdown. 7-12. Now your score, and I believe they'll go for 2.
I think you're right.
On 4th down, needing 6. They got 9. Now they get a touchdown on the first play from 1st and goal. So let's see what they try for the 2-point conversion as they try to extend the lead to 7 points. 12-7 to score. Two split wide left, 1 right. Now man in motion comes across to the right. Looks to his right, throws it wide, incomplete. And the point after try is no good. So Batesburg fails on the 2-point conversion, but takes the lead on the 1-yard touchdown plunge by Wilson. They lead 12-7. We'll be right back.
Since 1948, Holly Tractor has been Aiken's place for farm equipment, implements, accessories, and supplies.
But did you know that Holly is your place for home yard equipment too? Riding and push mowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, and brands including Kubota, Husqvarna, and Stihl, equipment you can depend on. Come inside and see our expanded showroom. Holly is the exclusive dealer for Yeti coolers and now carry Generac generators. Holly Tractor, 1721 Richland Avenue East.
Here's a Specs. Did you see that replay? This is the 4th and 6th play.
And it looks like he did make the catch. I wasn't quite so sure, but there it looks like he did have the ball. And, of course, that young man that is belt all over the field, Ryan, is trying to take it away from him as they're laying on the ground. But the referee was right there, awarded the catch. This is unusual. They've had 2 positive offensive plays all night, but they're leading the game now. They've got 2 touchdowns out of them, 1 run and 1 long pass.
Well, they were pooch kicking before, so the Kaufman not missed in terms of the kickoff, but you got to wonder on the extra points how much that's going to affect them. Return comes out to the 35-yard line, and that's a Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 for Strom Thurmond.
Rebels will take over on the 35-yard line.
Mitchell Cobb on the kickoff.
And he is their strong safety on defense.
So Stidham in the pistol. It's Gilchrist behind him, but going to drop back to pass. Now going to look to run. Dives forward. Gets a couple of yards to the 37-yard line. 2nd down and 8.
And that's a nice reaction by Tyree. Everybody was covered. Puts the ball down, makes some positive yardage, and he looked pretty quick at that.
looks like his ankle is not bothering him much at all tonight. I say that, and then it looks like he's just taking a little limp there. So I don't think he's 100%.
Lined up. Gilchrist beside him. Rides it off to Gilchrist. Gilchrist trying to make it to the edge. Not going to make it. Going to lose a couple of yards back to the 35. Brings up 3rd and 10.
And that was a nice open field tackle by Austin Coleman, the free safety. It looked like there was some running room, and he just made an ankle-high tackle.
Correction, that was number 9.
Good play.
Pump fakes, throws to the middle. Nice catch. Sumner, the first time we've seen him tonight. He's right at the first down marker where they're going to spot him. He needed to make the 45-yard line. I think they're going to mark him about a half yard short.
And there have been a couple plays tonight, Ed, where he has thrown that ball into coverage, and it's just been a rocket, and the receivers have done a nice job.
Now, we saw this earlier tonight on 4th and 1. Strom ran to the line of scrimmage and pulled Batesburg off sides. The second time they tried it on 4th down and 5, Batesburg would not jump, and they huddled before that. So let's see if they try it again without going for it. Here he comes to the line of scrimmage. This time he does go, and he lunges forward. I believe he's going to make the 45 if the officials come forward.
That's going to be close.
He's over the 45. First down, says the referee.
Got it by the length of the football.
And that's a case where I think Batesburg maybe leans back a little bit. And that enabled him to at least get the yard he needed for the first down. So Chandler Law from 1st and 10 at the 45. Gives to Gilchrist. Gilchrist looks for a seam, gets nowhere, gets a yard. 2nd down and 9.
Carry on the play by number 11, Chad Gilchrist, for a gain of 2.
Got about a yard and a half. And here Edwards checks back in the game.
I expect to see him carry the football on this play.
Jaquan looked good in the first half. Had a couple of nice runs, maybe 3. That's a fake handoff. Stidham kept it, and that's the right read. Crosses the 50 to the 49.
And that is the best run Tyree's had up the middle on that particular call.
3rd and 4 coming up. Here comes Gilchrist, but he's caught from behind. Now this is Edwards.
That's Edwards.
Edwards going to lose yardage. They're going to say his forward progress was to the 46-yard line. He was tackled well back of that. But they will lose 5 yards on the play, and it'll bring up 4th and 9. So now the punting unit will come on. Colfell will drop to punt.
Number 99, Colfell, back to
Wilson won't come on to return the punt. He'll stay on the sidelines, and Hare goes back to receive. He scored the lone touchdown on the long pass for Batesburg. Goes ahead, kicks it away. Fair catch called and taken at the 22-yard line. Batesburg-Leesville takes over Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And that's a nice reception of the punt by Hare. That's not an easy thing to do.
Comes sliding up.
Comes sliding up, makes the good catch.
That ball hits your pads and kicks out.
Yeah, all kinds of things can happen.
Batesburg-Leesville scored on their first possession of the game on the first play in the first quarter to take a 6-0 lead. In the second quarter, Strom Thurmond scored, made the extra point, took the lead. And here in the third quarter, Batesburg-Leesville, Wilson on a 1-yard run, gave him the lead. 2-point conversion failed. 12-7 is our score. First play picks up 7 yards, second down 3, and that might be Wilson's longest run. Was that Wilson or was that
No, that was the quarterback again.
Yeah, the quarterback. The rushing has come from the quarterback, Jackson.
Well, they're obviously keying on those backs, and they have stopped the 2 running backs, but now Jackson has made a couple of decent gains.
He had a man wide open out there. That's Stroman again.
Pass complete to number 7, Sean Stroman.
Like you said, Stroman took a shot in the first half, but he's come back and made a couple of big catches here in the second. That gets out to the 42-yard line. Chandler Law Firm first down.
Nice looking receiver. They've got a couple of them that can catch the football. This ball is well thrown. And he does short arm it a little bit, but he gets it there.
Yep. 2 backs in the backfield. Going to keep on the option, going to flip it out now. Gets to the edge, going to pick up positive yardage. And that's number 5, Marcus West on the carry. I think that's the first carry for him this evening. 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, second down and 4. Three split wide to the left, 1 right. Hand off to Wilson. Wilson with some room to run out to the 40. And a flag is down back at the line of scrimmage. So let's see if that's coming back. Referee's going to come up here and find out what the call was. Holding against Batesburg-Leesville. So this one is coming back, and I believe that was Wilson's best run of the evening.
No doubt about it. That's the first one. I think he had over 10 yards on that run, and he had only 28 yards in the first half on 11 carries. Nowhere near his average over the last 2 years.
The loss is back to the 39-yard line. Remains second down, but second and 13 now. Again, 3 split wide to the left. Fakes the handoff, looks left. Throws, caught by Stroman. Stroman makes a move, makes a man miss. He's into Rebel territory and down to the 45-yard line where that'll get a first down. Chandler Law Firm first and 10.
And Stroman really made a nice move. Great route that he ran, got right in the middle of 3 defenders, and that ball was right where it needed to be. Here he comes late, and he's open.
Here's Wilson. Wilson comes right, turns back, goes left. Strom trips him up before he gets too far. Picked up 3
Carry on the play by number 23,
to the 42-yard line. Second down and 7.
And Tanner Bird, outside linebacker, made a nice tackle on that. There was a little hole there.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like he was going to get some big yardage when he cut back. But Strom coming up quick, and Bird made a nice tackle. Keeper trying to get outside, gets to the edge, going to pick up some positive yardage. He's run out of bounds is Jackson at the 44-yard, no, mate, at the 36-yard line. It's going to be short of a first down by about a yard.
Jackson that time going to the outside, and he's doing a nice job, but he doesn't quite have the quicks that some of those other kids do on the corner.
I think he's deceptive. I think he's one of those that he doesn't look like he's running fast, but he got to the edge there. He picked up 6 yards. Third down and 1. Two split wide left now. 1 to the right. And here's Wilson. Wilson goes mid, cuts to his right, goes off tackle, crosses the 35 to the 34, and that's a Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10.
Number 23, Terrence Wilson on the carry.
So Batesburg with a very nice sustained drive here. Runs some clock with a 5-point lead. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And this kind of drive eats clock.
And they needed 2 and probably got, what, 2.5, 3 on that one?
And motion stops, hand off to Wilson. Wilson hit hard again. He's had tough going tonight. This may be probably one of his tougher nights to gain yardage. I think he picked up a yard there. 2nd down and 9.
Probably the toughest night he's had in the last 2 years, really. Chad Stevens, the nose guard for Strom Thurmond, leading the tacklers that time. He's been around the football a lot tonight.
That's actually no gain. 2nd down and 10. Looks to his left, pump fakes, now throws into traffic. Nice catch, good throw at the 20-yard line. Another Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10. And that was a nice throw and catch.
And number 40, Jacarius Hare is the receiver there, and he's the one that scored the touchdown early. And between he and Stroman, those are the 2 most active receivers. He waited a long time. Nice break on defense that time by Tanner Bird. Nearly got there.
Set up a little bit of a picket there for him, for Wilson. Still not much yardage there. Picked up a couple yards. They'll give him 3, 2nd down and 7. Balls to the 17-yard line. They're going to let the clock run out. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. We've had 1 touchdown in each quarter of this game. Batesburg 1 in the first, Strom 1 in the second, and the second touchdown for Batesburg-Leesville comes in the third, and they'll take a 12-7 lead and have the ball when we return for the fourth quarter here on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
At Specs Vision Center, we are focused on total eye care. Be it our large selection of designer frames, latest and contact lenses, or our great sunglass collection, we have just what you're looking for. Our doctors offer years of experience and use the latest technology to ensure a comprehensive eye examination. Late afternoon and Saturday appointments are available, so if you want the best in eye care, call Specs today at 642-9902.
We're back for the start of the fourth quarter, and we've got a good game, Coach.
We do have a good game, an interesting game. And the crowd over there for Batesburg, as they were switching ends of the field, a couple of the Batesburg players put their hands up. I'm sure they were signaling, fourth quarter, this will be our quarter. Fans pretty excited. The band over there's fired up a little bit. And it's just unusual. And now the team that needs to be a little frustrated is Strom Thurmond. They probably still should be ahead, but they're not.
2nd down and 7. Handoff. Nowhere to go. Wilson has gotten his share of touches. It's not because they haven't tried. He picks up 1 yard there. 3rd down and 6.
And frankly, the line of scrimmage has been dominated by the Strom Thurmond defensive front rather than the offensive line for Batesburg. And coming into this ball game, it might have been the other way around, we thought.
Backs up, looks left, throws in the middle. Right into coverage. That's one of those Strom Thurmond to look at the film and say, we might should have picked that one off. It's going to bring up 4th down. Remember, the kicker, Kaufman, injured in the first half on a punt return. He was the punter kicker, just like Cole Fell is the punter kicker for Strom Thurmond. So field goal probably not an option at all. So they're going for it. 4th and 6. They need to make the 10-yard line. 1 split wide left, 2 to the right. Rolls to his right. Looks back to his left. Throwing corner of the end zone. Caught.
He
Touchdown. Looked like he was defended. Outstretched arms. Couldn't get to it. And it is a touchdown. And that is the backup punter kicker for Batesburg-Leesville. Number 6 is Mitchell Cobb, made the catch and a touchdown.
And he's the starting strong safety, okay? He is also playing some offense, obviously, and he got turned around on that play. The defender was in between he and the quarterback. Looked like he might make a pick, and then the receiver makes a great catch. Really an outstanding catch there.
So a 2-point conversion coming. And 2 big 4th down plays down inside the 20 have given, that thrown wide right, it's given Batesburg-Leesville an 18-7 lead as they miss the 2-point conversion. But Cobb makes the big catch, and we'll take a look at it on the specs. Did you see that replay?
Rolling right, thrown back to his left. Let's see if we can see it here. Yep. He's got to turn completely around 180 degrees. The defender was right there. I don't know how he even saw the football, but he comes down with it. Big time play. And Cobb has been in on a few things tonight, on special teams, on offense, and on defense. Remember, he's the one that made that shoestring tackle on Gilchrist.
And he'll be kicking off here as he takes over the kicking duties.
Right now, he's Mr. Do-It-All for this team.
16-yard scoring pass puts Batesburg-Leesville out in front, 18-7. Strom Thurmond led 7-6 at the half. They've been kept off the scoreboard here in the second half. 2 touchdowns for Batesburg-Leesville, 2 missed 2-point conversions. Here's a little pooch kick, caught at the 20-yard line. Bringing it hard. Gets over the 30 to the 32. Chandler Law Firm 1st and 10 for Strom Thurmond.
And the tackle on the kickoff, Hunter Biedenball.
Israel Talbert out to the 37-yard line.
Make it to 37. And Strom needs to get something going on offense. Edwards comes back out with Tyree Stidham, the quarterback. Hand off to Edwards. Edwards makes the edge, but tripped up as he tries to turn. He's going to be down at the 39-yard line. And that's a nice open field tackle from Batesburg-Leesville.
And that was Austin Coleman, the free safety. They had him outnumbered to the point of attack. They had a hat on a hat or a blocker for each of the defenders that was out there, but the free safety came flying up and made a nice open field tackle.
Pickup was 2 yards, 2nd down and 8. 3 split wide to the left, 1 right. Edwards again. Makes a man miss in the backfield, but doesn't get far, gets 1 yard. 3rd down and 7 coming up.
Harris for no gain.
And that was breaking off some big yardage for Strom Thurmond in the first half with Edwards. Looks like Batesburg-Leesville made the adjustments at halftime to stop that. Chad Gilchrist checks back in the game. Stidham under pressure, breaks the tackle, gets outside, going to try to run. And he's going to get out of bounds, very, very close to a 1st down. He's at the 47. He needed to cross the 47, and I do believe he got the 1st down, as it's just over it. The official on the far side was saying 1st down, and now the referee confirms that. They move the chains. Big play by Stidham.
And really a smart play. I didn't catch the number, but one of the intended receivers came back
toward the line of scrimmage and was going to make a block and just avoided making the block because it would have been definitely a push in the back and allowed Stidham's run to stand.
Nix in motion. Nix gets the ball, turns inside, trips as he makes the 50-yard line. He'll fall into Batesburg-Leesville territory, pick up of 3.5 yards.
Carry on the play by number 84.
Second down. Second down and 7. Fakes it this time to Nix. Now going to keep, tries to get outside, not going to make it. Turn inside, pick up a couple of yards. Does Stidham to the 47-yard line. That's going to be short of a first down by about 4 yards.
Third down.
And that's another one of those plays very close to being a huge play. Stidham did turn it back inside. Looked like he had a little more running room to the outside. Decent reaction by Batesburg.
Backs up, throws on the slant, caught. Like number 23, Garrett Gibson makes his first catch of the evening. And he's right at the sticks, going to be just short, about a half yard.
It's going to be 4th and short.
So another 4th down situation. Both teams have had several 4th down plays. Both have converted.
Here they come back to the huddle.
A new unit comes out on the field. Edwards comes back in the game. DeAndre Ryan as well. You would think they'd try to get DeAndre Ryan the ball. He actually lines up deep. And they're going to turn the hand to Ryan. Ryan runs hard up the middle. Did he? Yeah, he's still
going.
He gets down to the 35-yard line. That's more than enough. Looked like they had him stacked up inside, but he jumped out, gained 5 more. And another Chandler Law Firm first down for Strom Thurmond. Clock runs 7:49 left to go in the ball game, and the clock, they got to get 2 scores.
I don't know how he got that much yardage. It looked like there was a mass of bodies in there. Great effort.
Fakes this time to Ryan. Now getting outside, got a blocker. Turns in, gets a 30, just over the 30-yard line. So Stidham picks up 5 yards. Second down and 5 coming up.
Quarterback keeper down to the 29-yard.
And we're seeing
second down.
The game plan that Coach Hillary talked about earlier. Some of the bigs are having to run now. They're chasing people.
Clock runs down to 7 minutes left to go in the ball game. Clock will become a factor. Strom needs 2 scores, 2 touchdowns. They may go for 2 just to give them the field goal try. Turns inside, going to be short of a first down. Pick up of a couple yards. Ball's at the 27-yard line. They're going to need 2 yards for the first down.
And a defender got a hand on Ryan deep in the backfield, but he was having none of it, and he picked up a few yards.
Strom needs the 25-yard line for the first down. They're at the 27. Stacked backfield, power I. DeAndre Ryan runs up in there, and they're going to spot him, looks like just short of the 25. And they may actually measure for it. Nope, they say he made it. First down.
Another Rebel first down.
So Strom meticulously gets the first down as he puts the ball on the 25-yard line. First and 10, clock under 6 minutes. Now whistles and a flag comes down. And that's against Batesburg. I believe that was a legal substitution. He turned and signaled there. He gave it to us. Illegal substitution. They had 12 men on the field. 1 ran off. So that's a 5-yard walk-off. First down and 5. And the best part for Strom Thurmond is it stopped the clock. Now the clock rewinds. Crowd getting a little antsy. And back to pass. Throw it outside, throws it out of bounds. Takes a shot in the backfield. 2nd down and 5. He's trying to hit Gibson over there on the side. Yeah, he threw that away. That was probably a good call.
And he paid a little price for that, too. He got hit. The referee was standing right there and said it was not a late hit.
2 split wide to the right. 2 to the left. Rolls to his right. Looks, now throws the short route. Harris with the catch inside the 25 to the 24.
Incomplete pass to number 13.
Now they call it incomplete. Said he didn't catch it. So do the down over. 3rd and 5. So after the 5-yard walk-off to the 20-yard line, 2 incomplete passes. And Strom faces 3rd and 5. 5:27 left to go in the ball game. Pump fakes, going for it all in the end zone. Has a man, Sumner, out there, but overthrew him out of bounds. 4th and 5. And you have to go for it here.
Oh, you have to go for it, and this is the play of the ball game right here. They've got to make this.
Pump.
5 minutes plus left, and they've got to have 2 scores.
Batesburg-Leesville in the 3rd quarter was in this area of the field. 4th and long, 4th and 6, and got it down to the 1-yard line. Now it's Strom's turn to try to return the favor. Back to pass, pressure comes. Stidham gets away, he's got some room to run, runs right up the middle, spins at the 10. He's got the 1st down. It's gonna bring up Chandler Law Firm 1st and goal, and Ty Stidham makes a play.
He sure did. Wasn't anything there. He's looking to throw the ball here, no question about that. And then he made something out of nothing. That's an outstanding effort by Tyree Stidham.
Had the pressure come, made a man miss there, and here he goes. Here's the play. Chad Gilchrist makes a man miss, but he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage. Clock runs, 2nd and goal from the 6.
Yeah, that's the replay of the quarterback on the previous play. Outstanding.
Give off to Gilchrist. Gilchrist trying to make the edge. Turns it inside at the 5. Out of bounds. At least he gets out of bounds to stop the clock at the 3-yard line.
Number 11, Chad Gilchrist on the run.
All right. 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal.
Looks like the ball is actually at the 2, maybe inside the 2. Now, timeout on the field. Bragg Heating Company timeout. And Batesburg-Leesville wants to talk about it. And this is a big point. 4:29 left in the ball game. I'm sure that Coach Hillary wants to get this in the end zone now. Not only to not waste, to get the score, but not to waste any more time. They're going to have to kick off and get the ball back.
That's right. They're going to have to kick an onside kick. We know that. So they've got to make this quick, get the onside kick, and then they'll have probably.
Well, they've got 3 timeouts. Do you think you try the onside kick? Or do you
I do. I think they
do the little pooch.
I think they got to try to get it back.
Batesburg-Leesville has moved the ball here in the 2nd half. Obviously, they had the lead 18-7.
Now they've got that outstanding kicker in Cole Fells, so they could try kicking it deep and, hold them. And they know that the number 1 punter is out, so that if they held them, they'd probably get a short kick. So
here we go from the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal. keeps up the middle, and there is a flag.
And that's got to be
and that's a legal
motion.
shift is the call against Strom Thurmond. So that'll bring a 5-yard walk-off and make things a little bit more difficult, as that'll bring it out to the 7. It'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 7. And Nick was in motion. I didn't see if it's a legal shift.
The fans are asking what it was.
Actually, the ball's at the 6-yard line, so they were down to the 1. So Strom needs to get 6 yards, and this is Ryan. Ryan dives for the end zone, touchdown. What a play, what a call to get DeAndre Ryan the ball. And I was going to mention that they needed to put it in his hands. I think you missed the game where he was the quarterback, didn't you?
Yeah, he's a spark plug. I'll say that for him, and he did a great job right there. Nice formation, nice block by Edwards. Gilchrist leading them around. Okay. Also got a nice block on the corner by Tanner Bird. Well executed and basically untouched in the end zone.
All right, Strom, as I suggested, will go for 2 to try to pull this to within a 3-point game. 1 point wouldn't do him any good here. Colfell has the leg. They talked in the paper this morning. He kicked a 40-yard field goal last week. So they will try to pull this to within 3. That brings Nick's in motion, and here come the flags. That's a legal procedure.
And
it's not a legal shift call. It's not the same call as it was before, so this will bring it out to the 8-yard line.
They were in that Wildcat set once again. Not sure who the call was against, really.
So Stidham will come back in the game. Ryan's going to come out. 3 split wide to the right. Gilchrist set up next to Stidham. He's got 1 to the left, 1-on-1 coverage. He looks in the middle. Now he's going to run. He's at the 5. He's going to dive for the goal line. Touchdown. 2-point conversion's good. Strom Thurmond pulls to within 2 points, 18-15. And we got us a ball game.
We sure do. And there's time left. There's 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Now they do have the 2 options. Maybe they will kick it away. Like I say, with Colfell, he could put it deep. They have not wanted to kick it down there because of Terrence Wilson's ability to run kickoff back. But he has basically been a non-factor in this ball game tonight, so they may just say, Cole, kick it in the end zone. We got a couple timeouts left. We'll hold them, get the ball back, and they are moving it.
Of course, their fear tonight has been to kick away. You take the risk of coming up short of kicking it in the end zone and Wilson getting a chance to return. That's right.
They don't want that to happen.
Now, is Wilson, Wilson's deep. He stands around the 5-yard line. This is your normal setup for Strom Thurmond as far as a kickoff is concerned.
And the normal setup, basically. Now they're coming up a little closer. They got to have people up front in case it's an onside kick. And if he kicks it deep,
he's got
I'm
the ball
sure he
on
wants
the
to put it
tee.
in the end zone.
The ball is its normal place on the tee. And here we go. CMI kickoff. It is the short little pooch kick. Fielded at the 20-yard line. He's going to leave it up to the defense. See if they can stop him here. There's nothing but strong players out. Almost slips through.
Yes, he did.
Hill made the tackle before he got too far. He's out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
This is going to be a neat finish.
So 4:09 left to go in the ball game. 18-15 is our score. 3-point lead. Strom Thurmond has all 3 of their timeouts. Batesburg-Leesville, if you're wondering, has 2 timeouts left.
And I would think they'd need at least 3 first downs to assault this game away. And they have not been effective most of the night running the football.
Well, the quarterback going to keep. Their most effective run has been the quarterback on the keeper. He gets to the 40-yard line, just short of the 40-yard line. Pick up a 4.5 yards. Second down, a long 5.
And we talked earlier tonight about what does a team take away, and it's obvious that Strom Thurmond said, we're going to take away their tailback. Okay, Wilson's not going to beat us. If the quarterback can outrun us, so be it. But we're not going to let the running back have a big night, and they have done that to a T.
There's a handoff to Wilson. Wilson
nothing.
Caught by his ankles.
Nothing.
They snatch it out. Whistle had blown. Made the 40-yard line. Got a half a yard.
No gain on the play.
So it'll bring up 3rd and 5. And Strom not taking their timeouts yet. Clock will wind down to 3 minutes. Huge play. At this point, I think I'd take the quarterback too, Coach. He's going to roll to his right. Throws downfield. It could be picked off. It is picked off.
And they're going to have good field position.
DeAndre Ryan playing defense makes the interception at the 43. And DeAndre making it big time here.
He sure is.
All right, 2:55 left to go in the ball game. Strom Thurmond needs a touchdown to win, a field goal to tie. We'll say a touchdown to take the lead. And that's a pass that I'm sure Jackson would like to have back. There again with the punter hurt. Go ahead, get it downfield. Let's see what the Batesburg-Leesville defense can do with Strom Thurmond. They're going to hand it off. This is Edwards trying to get to the edge, and he's dragged down at the 40-yard line. Could not make it. It's going to be a loss of 3 yards. Again, he gashed him for big yardage in the first half on that play. Adjustments by Batesburg. And Edwards has gotten nowhere. He's lost yardage in the second half. So Chad Gilchrist back in the backfield. Stidham beside him. 3 split wide to the right. Ryan comes in motion left. Looks right, now goes left. Got a man, it's Gibson. Gibson down the field to the 25-yard line. Dragged down from behind. And this is already in Cole Fell range at the 23-yard line. Big play.
I don't think they're thinking field goal right now. The way they're moving the football, they expect to get in the end zone. But it's nice to have Cole right there just in case.
And here's Stidham on the keeper. He's going to make it to the 21. He's dragged down from behind. And a flag on the play, holding against Strom Thurmond. That's huge. 10-yard walk-off coming up. And that'll put Strom behind the 8 ball.
They had a big penalty on the last drive that they had, and they overcame it. So this makes it a little tougher, but they're capable.
Out to the 31-yard line. Now this is the distance. Still first down. It's 1st and 18. Quick pass out to Harris. Harris makes a man miss, gets across the 25, stays on his feet. Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Nice run by Harris after the catch. Picks up good yardage, picks up all of the penalty, and gets a couple extras. Ball's at the 20-yard line. 2nd down, 8. They actually say he's out at the 21. Still 2nd down, 8 yards. Need to get. And then Edwards.
Fans won't like that call.
They don't like it that they blew the whistle, but I do believe they had him. He wasn't going to get loose. They let him loose after the whistle blew. And Strom Thurmond going to use their first timeout. We got a Bragg Heating Company timeout. Bragg Heating Company keeping you comfortable since 1970. And they're going to go to the sidelines and talk about it. That was a loss. 3rd down and 11 coming up. What's your call, Coach?
I tell you what, I want to put the ball in the hands of Stidham, and I would like to see him either run the football or get that ball out to one of his receivers.
Ball's at the 24. They need to make the 13-yard line to get a first down.
I think it's got to be some sort of a play-action pass here.
At this point,
he's got Ryan, okay. He's got Harris. He's got Sumner. He's got a lot of receivers. And if it breaks down, he could pull another run. He's had good yardage on those plays where he's run the football.
Gofell is warmed up over on the sidelines. Right here, this would be a 41-yard field goal. Again, last week, Fell kicked a 40-yard field goal, the longest of his career. So the Bragg Heating Company timeout is over.
He can make it from 40, but I'm sure he would rather not have to kick one that far.
I'm sure he'd rather be a little bit closer. Let's see what Strom does to help him out there. Throwing over the middle. Throws it short. And it's incomplete. So a decision to be made here for Hillary. It's 4th down. Still
Big
got
decision.
2 timeouts. And he's calling the field goal unit out on the field, and I agree with him. Give your senior kicker, who's been clutch. He's only missed 1 field goal this year. It was an interesting story that Eric Russell wrote in the Aiken Standard today, talking about he never looks up to see if it's good. Let's watch and see if he cheats this time. It's on the left hash mark.
41 yards.
Stidham is his holder. It's been his holder since middle school. 41 yards. Kick is up. It's got the distance. It is wide to the right.
Wow.
Pushed it a little. 1:28 left. 2 timeouts left for Strom Thurmond. Batesburg-Leesville can't celebrate quite yet. But they do have the ball. Turnover on downs, the missed field goal opportunity. Ball spotted at the 20-yard line. Batesburg-Leesville, to put this away, needs to make 1 first down. Strom can stop it twice more.
Strange as it sounds, there's a lot of time left here. We could see some strange things happen.
Here's a handoff to Wilson. Wilson has got nothing. You can't expect him to get anything now. Let's see if they use the timeout now. Yep,
there it is.
They go ahead and take the timeout at the 1:23 mark. So they've got 1 more timeout left. Batesburg conceivably run 1 play, another timeout. If they don't pick up the first down, I would guess there would be about 40 seconds left to go in the ball game when Strom gets the ball back.
I think that's about right, 30 to 40 seconds with no timeouts. You would anticipate that they have to go to the passing game, which has been effective for them tonight when they've thrown it.
Well, they got them down the field.
Yep.
Failed them a little bit.
On the last play.
It failed them a little bit in terms of the holding calls. What failed them, the 10-yard backup. They got that back on a passing play, but they weren't able to get much more out of that. And thus, the 41-yard field goal attempt was wide right. So 1:23 left. There was no gain on that play. 2nd down and 10.
I think positive they will not throw the football.
Ooh, that was close. There's a mess up in the backfield. Quarterback keeps. Does Jackson now timeout? Last timeout for Strom Thurmond. Made the 25, picked up 5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 5 A Bragg Heating Company timeout.
Let's see if we can see that one again.
They almost messed this up in the backfield.
Yeah, this is strange.
If he kept his head up, he ducked and missed the ball. I think if he stands up, he knocks the ball out of the quarterback's hands.
That was an unusual play. I think that was a busted play. I don't think that's the way that was designed. Could be wrong.
And Jackson was excellent in terms of keeping it and getting outside and getting some yardage. Not fumbling. So 1:17 left. Now, in high school football, you run the play. The referee will then have to put the ball back in play, and that'll start the 25-second clock. So it just depends on how long it takes to run this particular play. Empty backfield. Now here comes Wilson in motion. He's going to try to make the edge. He's not going to get there. They're going to tackle him. He won't get the first down. Now, let's see when he starts the clock. Ball ready for play for the 25 seconds. The ball clock at 1 minute, and he starts it right there at the 1 minute mark. And they haven't started the 25-second clock for some reason. Oh, now that's why isn't the shot clock? The play clock did not start at 25. Now it runs. Now they're going to have to stop. It was at 1 minute that he started it. And it should have gone down 25 seconds, which would put you at 35 when they were punting. It is home field.
They're having a little conference.
I don't know if you saw the Alabama-Arkansas game. They messed that up at the end.
Yes, they did.
Arkansas didn't get the ball back. Arkansas should have gotten the ball back. It had been very far-fetched in that game for Arkansas to have won, but the officials made a mistake. That was at Arkansas as well. If they were paying attention, they should put it back at 1 second, 1 minute. Yeah, they're going to put it back to 58. That's close enough. Batesburg-Leesville is going to gain 2 seconds on this. They'll start the clock now simultaneous with the play clock. And now they're calling another timeout. What? Whew.
Well, we thought this would be an unusual ending, but we didn't think it would just be because we can't get the clocks synchronized.
Well, I thought they had it. That was pretty fair with the 58 seconds.
Still some question as to how much time is left in this ball game, is what it amounts to.
Well, they had it right. He's going to start it again. Now the referee from the Strom Thurmond side judge, is going to come in and say, wait a second now, you started at 58. Where do you want to start it from?
Yeah, that's the scoreboard.
Somebody in the crowd here on the Strom Thurmond side said, yeah, that's the scoreboard.
And now you're exactly right, too, Ed, and you've mentioned it a couple of times. Their punter, the normal punter, is not in there. We could see some strange things happen. I mean, we've seen it many times over the years. A bad snap, a blocked punt, anything can happen here.
Here we go again. The sidelines yells up here to the clock operator, put 58, so we're going to try this one more time. Thank goodness they got that right. All right. Now the 25-second clock. Gosh, how hard is it to start both at the same time? That's amazing. They lost another second on this, but take my word for it. Now they've got. How in the world? Why don't they just go ahead? Apparently they've got a malfunction.
Well, they turned the 25-second clock off that time, so.
Well, they started it late. They started the 58, the regular clock, and didn't start the play clock again. They had it right the first time.
This is aggravating a lot of people.
and I'm going to guess that there's some malfunction within the whole system. Having been in a lot of press boxes with scorekeepers in high school, it's not unusual for your stuff to malfunction and not work right. And I'm not sure that they didn't realize they didn't start the play clock. I keep trying to call it a shot clock. It's the play clock. It's 25 seconds.
Here we go. We're back to 58 seconds on one.
25. Let's see if we can start both at the same time. I'm not sure whether the same person runs the same, one in the same, I would think. And there they go. And the shot clock.
They're just going to let that run down, I think, and forget about trying to get the 25-second
clock to work. I think the officials can handle it. Batesburg-Leesville is just going to call a timeout when the official says, all right, you're at 20 seconds. Because it'd be 38, and there they call timeout.
They still have to get the punt off.
Yes. And they're right at the 35 seconds. We said it'd be between 30 and 40 seconds.
That's right.
Strom would get the ball back.
We're right in the middle.
We could have settled this a long time ago.
It's a chorus of boos emanating from the sideline over here. The fans are not happy.
And somebody threw a flag, and now there's no flag. They waved that off. Timeout, Batesburg-Leesville. I see somebody, one of the officials, I think, threw a flag indicating that there was a delay of the game. And they said, no, it's not a delay of the game. So here's where we are, folks. 18-15, Batesburg-Leesville leads. Strom Thurmond tried a 41-yard field goal with around a minute and a half left to go in the ball game. Missed it wide right. They had 2 timeouts left. They've used both timeouts now, and we have 35.7 seconds left to go in the ball game, and we have a punt forthcoming. And the starting punter for Batesburg-Leesville was injured making a tackle on a punt in the first half. And took us a long time to get to this, didn't it?
And as I remember it, it is number 9.
It's
number 6. Yeah, I just had it upside down. Number 6, Mitchell Cobb will be back to punt. He did have to do this earlier in the ball game and did get it off. I would not be surprised to see an all-out punt block on by Strom Thurmond.
Actually, it looks like they're setting up a return just based on the way the defense is set up.
And the only problem with that is, in order to get a return, you have to have a good punt. And under this pressure, that may not happen.
And keep in mind, Strom Thurmond has used all their timeouts. There will be no more timeouts taken by Strom Thurmond. Batesburg-Leesville uses their next to last Bragg Heating Company timeout. And now, after a discussion the referee has with Coach Hillary, we are ready to go. He puts it in play. The time play clock is being kept on the field. Snap back.
They got a return on.
And the punt. Good punt. Backs him up to 35 and tackled. DeAndre Ryan did not get away. And he's going to be tackled at the 33-yard line. So that's where Strom Thurmond will put it in play. 27.6 seconds left to go in the ball game. DeAndre Ryan, dangerous return man, and Batesburg-Leesville made a play.
Xavier McKee, number 24, with great coverage.
Ball spotted at the 32. Chandler Law Firm, first down. Let's see if Strom has a miracle in their pocket. Looks left, throws quickly, down the sidelines and out of bounds. About a 10-yard pickup. I believe he got a first down.
And that only took 4 seconds.
That's a Rebel first down.
It's at the 43-yard line. Picked up 11 yards. Chad Gilchrist in the game behind Stidham, stands beside him now. 2 split left, 2 to the right. Looks left again, steps up, throws it over on the sidelines, steps out of bounds right at the yard marker. I think he picked up about 9 this time. That gets him into Panther territory at the 48-yard line.
Another 4 seconds off the clock.
19.5. And 2 split wide to the right, 2 to the left. Gilchrist beside Stidham. Snaps it back, rolls to his right this time. Looking, he can run. He's going to run. He's going to be tackled inbounds. The clock will stop for the first down. So now they're going to have to rush to the line of scrimmage, 12.1 seconds. He'll probably spike it,
yeah, he's going to spike it.
Gets up there, make sure everybody's set. They haven't started the clock. Now they start the clock. He takes the snap in, he spikes it. Incomplete pass, 10.6 seconds left.
Okay, if they can complete one more pass and get out of bounds, then Cole Fell will come back on and try to tie this thing up again.
I'd say they need
10 yards.
I think they need 16 yards. 10 yards would put them at about a 47-yard field goal. That might be asking a little much.
Yeah.
Looking to his left, now on to his right, throws it. He's going to throw it out of bounds. And their guy is going for his flag. He does. He throws it. It's going to be intentional grounding. And that means we'll have one more play, 4.8 seconds. I think we only had one more play anyway. Yeah, intentional grounding to call on Stidham. Had to throw it, had to get rid of it. I don't have a problem with the call. He's only got 4.8. Doesn't matter whether it's from the 48. I suppose you're a little bit closer to the end zone. And now he's going to be all the way back to the 48-yard line, back in Rebel territory. One play left, 3 split wide to the left.
Got to be a Hail Mary, doesn't it?
Got to be. It's third down. Doesn't matter about that. Nope. 4.8 seconds.
Last play of the game.
Strom Thurmond needs a miracle. 3 rush. Rolls to his left. Throws it. Fires it up in the air. And it's knocked down. Incomplete. Game is over. Batesburg-Leesville holds on. Strom Thurmond gives them a rush, but comes up a little short. And they fall to the Panthers 18-15 here at Strom Thurmond on homecoming. Heartbreaker for Strom Thurmond.
Very frustrating, and to be honest with you, I think for most of the ball game, Strom Thurmond had the better of it. A couple of big plays for Batesburg won the ball game for him. One pass, and a long run by the quarterback to set up the second score. But other than that, I think the more aggressive and more consistent team tonight was Strom Thurmond. And we've repeated it a few times, but I think the most impressive thing was how they completely shut down the rushing attack of Batesburg, which came into the ball game with a very potent reputation and a very potent attack, and tonight they went nowhere.
A good football game tonight here in Edgefield County on our Gold's Gym Game of the Week. Strom has played in some pretty exciting games with us this year. And this one is exciting too. Unfortunately for Strom Thurmond, it falls short. 18-15, our final score. Batesburg-Leesville over Strom Thurmond. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We're going to name the Center for Dentistry MVP and get you some game stats with Noah Fight. Go down for the Holly Tractor Sideline Report when we return on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week on ASTV and WRDW My 12.
One evening we were sitting around the table. My 4-year-old stood up in his chair and he said, "Dad, I want to be just like you." And I thought, that's great. Until he said, "I want to be nice and big and fat." It was at that moment I realized I need to make a change.
I took the scales at over 208 pounds, and that was the point that I realized I really needed to make a change. In fact, we both really needed to make a change.
Together, we have lost 150 pounds, and our family has a healthy new future.
Pruitt Health is here to help. For more than 4 decades, Pruitt Health has partnered with healthcare professionals to deliver exceptional care to families across the Southeast. Since the beginning, our focus has always been on quality programs, quality services, and quality people. Looking forward to the future, we've developed an innovative model of care to provide comprehensive, streamlined solutions. Get well for life with Pruitt Health.
Unique Expressions in the Mitchell Shopping Center is a treasure chest of gifts for all occasions. The collegiate collection is second to none. South Carolina, Clemson, Georgia, ACC or SEC. Support your favorite school. From clothing to mailboxes to tailgating items, Unique Expressions has them all. Handbags by Spartina and the Vera Bradley collection, and a U.S. Post Office on site for your mailing convenience. Stop in today at Unique Expressions, 1521 Whiskey Road.
Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, founded in 1963, family owned and operated for 50 years and dedicated to customer service with safety of your family, our top priority. Tyler's Tire is a full-service tire retail, tire repair, and automotive repair facility with ASC certified mechanics. Located in 2 locations, 1019 Richland Avenue West and 1518 Whiskey Road. Let our family take care of yours. Tyler's Tire and Auto Center.
You can smile.
I love to smile. I was so pleased that I could get all of my dentistry work done in just one visit.
You can smile.
Painless. That's how I would describe it. Here at the Center for Dentistry, it has been a wonderful experience. With the comprehensive nature of this one office, I can bring my family here and we can have it all done at one place.
You can smile.
Center for Dentistry, 1391 Silver Bluff Road, Aiken.
From our Looney Tunes Savings Club that teaches young people their first lessons about managing money to free financial counseling services for adults, Security Federal Bank grows with our customers and has a service to meet every need. Established right here in Aiken County in 1922, we continue to be your hometown bank. We always work to meet the changing needs of our customers. That's why we've become a company that can meet every need for financial services. From online banking, bill pay, mortgage products, trusts, and a full line of insurance products. If we were you, we'd bank with us.
Were you hurt on the job? Are you trying to keep your work comp payments? Do you feel like no one is listening? Your employer, the company doctor, the insurance company? Well, we're listening. Our workers' compensation team has helped hundreds of injured South Carolinians. Call us now and let us listen to you. For a free consultation, call 803-644-5335 or visit thechandlerlawfirm.com.
You can count on Chandler.
Back here at Strom Thurmond High School, where Strom Thurmond roars back furiously at the end, but falls a little short and goes down 18-15 against their rivals Batesburg-Leesville. The Panthers run their record, stays undefeated in conference play, and would be the odds-on favorite to go ahead and win the conference. Strom Thurmond still in line to possibly make the playoffs. They need to probably win out to make sure of that. To go back over the scoring, it didn't take Batesburg long after Strom Thurmond went 3 and out to open the game on the very first play. A long 49-yard pass, Jackson to Hare. They missed the extra point, but led 6-0 at that point. Strom Thurmond answered in the second quarter. Chad Gilchrist on a 1-yard run. They make the extra point. They lead at the half 7-6. Second half, a Wilson 1-yard run for Batesburg puts them up in front. The 2-point conversion failed, 12-7. Then in the fourth quarter, Cobb, a 16-yard pass catch from Jackson. Jackson, who was outstanding tonight, missed on his 2-point conversion pass, and they led 18-7. Strom Thurmond, however, got the ball back went down the field, sustained drive. Ryan scores on a 6-yard run to bring the Rebels to within 5 points. Strom Thurmond goes for 2. Stidham on an 8-yard run after a 5-yard penalty. He keeps it up the middle, scores, makes it 18-15. Strom gets the ball back, comes down the field, attempts a 41-yard field goal that was wide to the right. It was long enough, but it was no good. Strom was able to get the ball back, got it into Panther territory, but they come up a little bit short in the end and lose 18-15. A good ball game, Coach.
It was a good ball game, an exciting game throughout the night, and the ending was quite unusual. I think the last 58 seconds took probably 15 minutes, and that was because they couldn't quite get the clock right. There were a couple of calls, penalties, and discussions with the referees and so on, and up to the very last 4 seconds, Strom Thurmond still had a chance to come down and maybe score or at least kick the field goal to tie it. And Cole fell. His kick was certainly long enough, just a little wide right, and that put an end to that drive. But an unusual game, but an enjoyable game to watch, an exciting game, and some outstanding play by a couple of players on both teams.
And there's the field goal attempt. You see that it was not far wide to the right.
That was very close. In fact, from our angle, I couldn't tell whether it was good or not, but the referees were right underneath the goalpost, and they knew that it was a little right.
And this is the desperation heave at the end of the game. Final play comes up short, and Batesburg-Leesville goes home a winner. Strom Thurmond goes down in defeat for the 4th time this season, and that's something that hasn't happened very often.
I think they've lost 4 games in the last 3 or 4 years total, so it is a little bit unusual, a little frustration, and also frustration not only because they lost, but because, once again, I'll say it, I think for most of the ball game they were the better football team. And in fact, I would go as far as to say if these two teams met again in the playoffs, which I suppose is still possible, I would think that Strom Thurmond would have a good shot to defeat Batesburg.
The only difference there is it probably would be played up the road in Batesburg, so that might make a little bit difference there. And but you're right. There was 2 turnovers for Strom Thurmond inside the 20-yard line in the red zone.
Right.
And the first half. So rather than scoring points, they came up short.
And then a crucial penalty in the 4th quarter that hurt. Well, they had 2 penalties in the 4th quarter.
Absolutely.
One of them they were able to overcome. The second one they could not overcome.
Well, the second one they had the walk-off to make it 1st and 18.
Yep.
They got the 10 yards back on the first play. That would have given them another first down. As it was, they were still short, and that made the long field goal attempt. And as we pointed out, Cole Fell kicked a 40-yard field goal last week, which is his longest of his career. So he was kicking a 41. He certainly has the leg for it. He just pushed it a little bit to the right, and that's tough, or we maybe still be playing in overtime.
That's exactly right. In fact, I think we should still be playing, but they don't care what I think.
Absolutely. All right, we are looking for Noah Fight to come over and share some stats with us. He's trying to get a couple of interviews for his story in the paper tomorrow morning, as he is the sports editor for the Aiken Standard, and he probably has to take care of that job first and get those quotes and find out just the final tidbits for the story tonight. So we'll take a break and we'll come back and see if we've contacted Noah, and we'll give you the Center for Dentistry MVP when we return on the Gold's Gym Game of the Week. On the Security Federal Bank scoreboard, Batesburg-Leesville wins 18-15 over Strom Thurmond.
What a crowd we have on hand tonight. And last before kickoff, here comes the game ball. Set to be brought in from the sky by parachute. The crowd has spotted him as he comes in for a landing. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
From orthopedics to neurology, imaging to pain management, or even if a good idea just turns into an accident, CMI can help you play again. Learn more at cmi.md.
1948, Humming Tractor has been Aiken's place for farm equipment, implements, accessories, and supplies.
But did you know that Holly is your place for home yard equipment too? Riding and push mowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, and brands including Kubota, Husqvarna, and Stihl, equipment you can depend on. Come inside and see our expanded showroom. Holly is the exclusive dealer for Yeti coolers and now carry Generac generators. Holly Tractor, 1721 Richland Avenue East.
Most people think the Y is a gym, but to me, it's so much more. When I needed help, the Y gave my kids a scholarship to a safe place where they could grow, learn, and have fun. And when I was struggling with all kinds of health issues, they gave me the guidance and motivation to get well. The Y helps families create a better future and become so much more. So give, join, or volunteer at the Y.
2.5 years ago, we had our first child at Aiken Regional. When our second child was on the way, we knew we wanted to go back to women's life care. But this time it got complicated. At 25 weeks pregnant, I had to have my gallbladder removed. I would have been terrified, but Dr. Minto and the staff were so caring. When you trust your hospital this much, there's really no reason to go anywhere else. I should know. I was born there too.
At Specs Vision Center, we are focused on total eye care. Be it our large selection of designer frames, latest and contact lenses, or our great sunglass collection, we have just what you are looking for. Our doctors offer years of experience and use the latest technology to ensure a comprehensive eye examination. Late afternoon and Saturday appointments are available, so if you want the best in eye care, call Specs today at 642-9902. Since 1970, Bragg Heating Company has been keeping Aiken and the surrounding communities comfortable. Our factory-trained staff can keep you on top of the latest in heating and cooling technology, and our complete metal shop allows us to make any specialty piece your home may need. We recommend the best systems for your home: Trane, Carrier, Daikin, Mitsubishi ductless, and Bosch geothermal systems. We accept most major credit cards and offer financing, so when you need your system maintained, repaired, or replaced, call Bragg Heating Company. We're here to make you comfortable.
Final score tonight, Batesburg-Leesville victorious over Strom Thurmond 18-15, and it's that time to call on the doctors.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tal Wilkins.
And I'm Dr. Brooke Ussery with the Center for Dentistry.
We, along with Aiken Center Television, would like to congratulate the most valuable player of the game.
Congratulations.
Thank you, doctors. The three of us have convened, and who is our winner, Kenny Brace?
Well, I'll tell you what, Batesburg came in tonight with a reputation as a very strong running football team, and that was completely shut down. So it fell upon the shoulders of their quarterback, Taylor Jackson, to win the football game for him, and he was responsible really for all 3 touchdowns tonight. Started the ball game in the first quarter with a long touchdown pass to Hare. Had an outstanding run to set up the second touchdown, which ended in a 1-yard run, and then had the game winner late in the ball game with another touchdown pass into the corner of the end zone. So our MVP tonight is the quarterback from Batesburg, Taylor Jackson.
And Noah has joined us with the Holly Tractor sideline report. Noah, he was the rushing attack for Batesburg-Leesville tonight.
He was, like Coach mentioned, Strom Thurmond did an outstanding job, really taking 23 out of the game, and you know, that Batesburg realized that at halftime, and then they came out with a different look and had the quarterback run on that zone read a little bit more, and he finished the game with 9 carries for 83 yards, was the leading rusher for both teams, and you know, it wasn't maybe the greatest statistical game passing, but you take the result. He was 9 of 17, 135 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Yeah, the 2 interceptions weren't particularly good. I'm sure he'll look back and maybe have nightmares over those 2 interceptions. But other than that, I think he'll look back and fondly remember this is a highlight of his high school career. From Strom Thurmond's perspective, any thoughts?
You know, caught Coach Hillary there as he was addressing the players on his way out. And, you know, he's very upbeat, the most upbeat I've seen him really this season after after a game like this, and he was really pleased with their effort. Was proud of how they defended the run. Proud that they took a really hot team, and honestly, really should have beaten them if it weren't for the turnovers inside the red zone, the missed field goal, the other turnover on downs in the red zone. This is a Strom Thurmond win we're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. You got any stats on them?
Nothing added up right now. Looks like Stidham may have finished the game as the leading rusher, but it was not an overpowering statistical night for the Rebels.
Okay. Well, very good. We'll let you go ahead and go. We appreciate your help this evening. Do you have any scores for us before you leave?
I know that Fox Creek won, Gilbert won, and let's see if we have any final word here on North Augusta and Midland Valley. It is in the Midland Valley game. Airport wins 24-20 over Midland Valley.
Wow.
They scored a touchdown with 10 seconds to go. And it looks like River Bluff is tied North Augusta 17-all, and could be looking at overtime there.
Wow, I'm not surprised there. I expected River Bluff to give them all they wanted. And anything on White Knoll, South Aiken?
I have not seen any updates since halftime.
All right, very good. We appreciate your work. Good work down there. We'll let you go, and you got more work to do.
I do.
Okay, well, have a good night.
You too, guys.
All right, thank you, Noah. Noah Fight with the Holly Tractor Sideline Report. Coach, any last thoughts?
Well, I think we've said it pretty much. A frustrating night for Strom Thurmond. They played very, very well, very aggressive. I agree with the coach. Their effort was outstanding tonight. They were the more physical team, I think. They had the more desire, perhaps. Their game plan worked defensively, offensively. They weren't as sharp as they typically are, but a frustrating night for Strom Thurmond, and I'm sure Batesburg is thrilled with the win, but I'm sure they also understand they were a little fortunate to walk away with this win.
Give Batesburg-Leesville a lot of credit.
Sure.
At halftime, they made some adjustments on defense. They were being gashed in the first half by the freshman running back, Edwards, and then they just completely shut him down in the second half, and they went with the quarterback running the football, like Noah pointed out.
Yep.
And give them credit. That really is what led them to get the win.
Well, a little bit of a chess game, okay. It's obvious to me that Strom Thurmond said the tailbacks are not going to beat us tonight. The quarterback is going to have to beat us, and when that became obvious to the coaches over at Batesburg, they said, well, we're going to let him do that. Then we're going to let him run the football and throw the football, and it was just enough to come away with the win.
Absolutely. All right, that's going to do it from Strom Thurmond High School. Next week, we'll have Midland Valley traveling up Highway 1 to visit Aiken, as they'll have a 3A matchup. Midland Valley and Aiken High School will be there for the Gold's Gym Game of the Week, but for tonight, Strom Thurmond takes it on the chin from Batesburg-Leesville in a great football game, 18-15, our final score. For Ken Brace, for Noah Fight, for our director James Grigsby, I'm Ed Jarretto. Thank you for joining us for the Gold's Gym Game of the Week. We'll see you next week from Aiken. Good night.